Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, Shri Hormananda Honwal, Honorable Ministers on the dais, respected dignitaries on the dais, officials, representatives and friends from the media to the historic Waterways Conclave 2022 organized by Inland Waterways Authority of India under the aegis of Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways here in the historic town of Dibrugarh. We have gathered here today, ladies and gentlemen, in a place of strategic importance when it comes to Southeast Asia. If we dig down into the history, the presence of Dibrugarh can be felt from the ancient Silk Route to the Stillwell Road. Tea and oil from this very place had been known to the world ever since. The Prime Minister's Gati Shakti National Master Plan, ladies and gentlemen, launched by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, is a transformative approach for economic growth and sustainable development. In line with the aspirations of PM's Gati Shakti, Waterways Conclave aims for speedy development of multi-modal projects in the northeastern region to energize the economic activities and augment employment generation. So I once again warmly welcome everyone to the historic occasion of Waterways Conclave 2022. At the very onset, may I request the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and the Honorable Union Minister to kindly light the ceremonial lamp to mark the beginning of this auspicious occasion. I also request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly join in for the lamp lighting ceremony.
शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना.
We thank all our dignitaries for lighting the ceremonial lamp to mark the beginning of this auspicious occasion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now proceed to the felicitation of our dignitaries. For that, may I request the Chairman, Inland Waterways Authority of India, Shri Sanjay Bandyopadhyay, to kindly welcome our guests. We are elated to have with us, ladies and gentlemen, for this historic occasion, the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, and now we welcome him in the traditional way. With a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. We now welcome the Honorable Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, Government of India, Shri Hormananda Honwal. Swagatam Janaisu. We now welcome the Honorable Minister of Economic Affairs, Royal Government of Bhutan, Mr. Yonpo Loknath Sharmaji. Welcome you, sir. We now welcome the Honorable Union Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India, Shri Rameshwar Teli. Swagatam Janaisu. We now welcome the Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji. We also welcome the Honorable Minister of Transport, Industries and Commerce, Government of Assam, Shri Sondra Mohan Patwari. We now welcome the Honorable Minister of Water Resources and Relief and Disaster Management, Government of Manipur, Shri Wangbo Nyumai. We welcome you, sir. We also welcome the Honorable Minister for Sports and Youth Welfare, Cultural Affairs, Power and Tourism, Government of Assam, Shri Bimal Bora. Thank you, sir. We also thank the Chairman. I now request the Vice Chairman, Inland Waterways Authority of India, Shri Jayant Singh Ji, to kindly welcome our guest. We now welcome the Honorable MP, Lok Sabha Mongoltoi, Shri Dilip Bora, Dilip Khoikia. We now welcome the Honorable MP, Shri Dilip Khoikia. We also welcome the Honorable MP Jorhat, Shri Topon Gogoi. We also welcome the Honorable MP Difu, Shri Horen Singh Bey. We also welcome Honorable MLA, Shri Torongo Gogoi. We welcome the Honorable MLA, Shri Torongo Gogoi. We also welcome the Honorable MLA, Shri Teros Gwala. We also welcome the Honorable MLA, Shri Bhaskar Borua. We also welcome the Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Shri Sanjeev Ranjan. We also welcome Shri Sanjay Bandopadhyay, Chairman, Inland Waterways Authority of India. We also welcome DSG FICCI, Shri Manav Majumdar. And we also welcome the Chairman, Northeast Chapter, ICC, Shri Mahesh Kumar Sohoria. We once again welcome all our guests. We also have the Honorable MLA of Sabua. We also welcome him. I request the Vice Chairman to kindly welcome the Honorable MLA. Honorable MLA, Shri Punakon Bora is also here with us. We also welcome him for this historic occasion. We welcome you, sir. Thank you. I now request the Chairman, Inland Waterways Authority of India, Shri Sanjay Bandopadhyay, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Respected Shri Himant Biswa Sharma Ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. Respected Shri Nitin Gadkari Ji, Honorable Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Government of India. Respected Shri Sarbanand Sonwal Ji, Honorable Minister for Port Shipping and Waterways and Housh, Government of India. Respected Shri Ashwini Vaishnav Ji, Honorable Minister for Railways, Communication, Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. Respected Shri G. Kishan Reddy, Honorable Minister for Development of Northeastern Region, who has sent his message. Honorable Mr. Khalid Mahmood Chaudhary, State Minister of Shipping, Government of Bangladesh. Honorable Mr. Langpo Loknath Sharma Ji, Minister of Economic Affairs, Royal Government of Bhutan. Respected Shri Rameshwar Teli Ji, Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India. Respected Shri Rajkumar, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Ji, Honorable Minister of State for Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Respected Shri Chandra Mohan Patwari Ji, Honorable Minister for Transport, Parliamentary Affairs, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Industry and Commerce in Government of Assam. Respected Shri Angbo Nyumai Ji, Honorable Minister for Water Resources, Relief and Disaster Management, Government of Manipur. Respected Shri Bimal Bora Ji, Minister of Sports and Youth Welfare, Culture Affairs, Power Tourism, Government of Assam. Respected Member of Parliament, Shri Dilip Saikia Ji, Shri Horen Singh Bey Ji, respected Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan, Secretary, Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Mr. Manav Majumdar, Deputy Secretary, FICCI, Mr. Mahesh Kumar Saharia, Chairman, ICC, respected Honorable Member of Parliaments and Member of Legislative Assemblies on the days, Mr. Jain Singh, ladies and gentlemen, friends from media. It's a long inaugural session, and this is a Waterway Conclave, which is a 2-day conclave where we have tried to bring in the best in their respective sectors who are doing development of infrastructure, that is fairway, terminals, vessels, the regulatory affairs. Yesterday it started with the technical sessions, good discussions took place, and we are trying to bring the expertise at one place in the town of Dibrugarh, which has been historically connected by waterways. We are not only trying to connect our neighboring countries with which we do business, we have cultural relationship for thousands of years, but also all the states of this region and the states of UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh. There is a lot of potential in this region to be connected, and there are 2 films which will show these things in detail. I again welcome all of you to this inaugural session, and I also thank you for being present. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for setting the tone of the ceremony. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the journey of Dibrugarh from the historic Dibarmukh to the present-day Dibrugarh holds a lot of significance in waterways. The name Dibru evolved from Dibaru River, Dibru which means blister and Gar meaning fort. A riverside fort to be precise. We now present to you an audiovisual on the historic linkages of Dibrugarh with the waterways. Please take a look.
স্বকীয় রূপ লৈ বহাগ্ন আহে কলৈ ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰৰ দুই পাৰলৈ নহয় জানো এই ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰৰ মহান ঐতিহ্যই বাকী
लोहित नदी यानी कि ब्रह्मपुत्र के किनारे बसा डिब्रूगढ़ शहर असम के 2 प्रमुख शहरों में से एक है। डिब्रूगढ़ को टी सिटी ऑफ इंडिया भी माना जाता है। अहोम भाषा की ऐतिहासिक कृतियों बुरंजी में शहर का नाम तीफाओ दिया गया है, जिसका अर्थ स्वर्ग स्थल होता है। एंग्लो बर्मीज वॉर के पश्चात वर्ष 1826 में अंग्रेज असम पहुंचे। उन्होंने डिब्रूगढ़ को ऊपरी असम में एक प्रशासनिक और वाणिज्यिक केंद्र के रूप में चुना, जिससे डिब्रूगढ़ उत्तर पूर्वी भारत के इस क्षेत्र में गतिविधि का केंद्र बन गया। वर्ष 1842 में डिब्रूगढ़ को लखीमपुर जिले का मुख्यालय घोषित किया गया। 15 अगस्त 1950 में आए भीषण भूकंप से डिब्रूगढ़ शहर की संपूर्ण संरचना में भारी बदलाव हुआ। इस भूकंप के कारण ब्रह्मपुत्र नदी की दिशा ही बदल गई थी, जिससे डिब्रूगढ़ शहर का 1/3 हिस्सा बह गया था। इस ऐतिहासिक शहर ने उस विनाशकारी प्राकृतिक आपदा के बाद अपने आप को न सिर्फ संभाला, बल्कि एक नई शुरुआत की, और आज का डिब्रूगढ़ उसी का प्रमाण है। डिब्रूगढ़ पर्यटन की दृष्टि से भी काफी महत्वपूर्ण है। साथ ही साथ मोगा सिल्क की साड़ी एवं मेखला के लिए भी ये शहर प्रसिद्ध है। सुदूर उत्तर पूर्व में तिनसुकिया, शिवसागर और डिब्रूगढ़ असम राज्य को एक अलग पहचान देती है, जो अनंत काल से अहोम सूतिया संघर्ष की वीर गाथा बयां करती है। तिनसुकिया और शिवसागर से तेल, कोयला और नकदी फसलों जैसे चाय, कॉफी, रबर तथा अनानास जैसी सामग्री ब्रह्मपुत्र नदी के माध्यम से बांग्लादेश, कोलकाता और हल्दिया बंदरगाह तक भेजी जाती रही हैं, जहां से इन वस्तुओं को देश भर के साथ साथ विदेशों में भी निर्यात किया जाता रहा है। 1844 में डिब्रूगढ़ से कोलकाता तक जलमार्ग के माध्यम से सामान ढुलाई की शुरुआत हुई। उसी समय बराक, सूरमा, मेघना नदियों के माध्यम से सिलचर से कोलकाता तक माल ढुलाई के लिए जलमार्गों को जोड़ा गया। परंतु 1947 में देश के विभाजन के कारण ये जलमार्ग गंभीर रूप से प्रभावित हुए। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने जलमार्ग की अनंत क्षमताओं का आंकलन करते हुए पूरे देश में नए जलमार्गों को विकसित करने का संकल्प किया। उत्तर पूर्व में विभिन्न नदियों के तटों पर स्थित एनटीपीसी, एनएचपीसी एवं नीपको आदि कंपनियों के विशालकाय और प्रोजेक्ट कार्गों की ढुलाई के लिए जलमार्ग ही एकमात्र सुगम परिवहन का साधन रहा है। यातायात को और सुगम एवं किफायती बनाने के लिए ब्रह्मपुत्र नदी पर राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 2 बनाया गया है, जो सुदूर पूर्वोत्तर और सादिया से डिब्रूगढ़ होते हुए पूरे क्षेत्र को इंडो बांग्लादेश प्रोटोकॉल रूट के माध्यम से देश के प्रमुख बंदरगाहों कोलकाता एवं हल्दिया से जोड़ता है। पूरे क्षेत्र में नौवहन पुनः शुरू हुआ है, जिससे दुर्गम स्थलों को भी जोड़ने में सफलता मिली है। डिब्रूगढ़ और आसपास के क्षेत्र में एक नई ऊर्जा का संचार हुआ है। इससे यहाँ पर रोजगार के नए अवसर बन रहे हैं और नई आर्थिक गतिविधियां शुरू हो रही हैं, जो पूरे क्षेत्र को प्रगति के नए पथ पर अग्रसित कर रही है।
Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed privileged to be hosting the Waterways Conclave 2022 in this historic town of Dibrugarh. Thank you. The inland water transportation sector can play an important role in improving domestic connectivity and regional integration. We now present to you an audiovisual on regional connectivity through water transport.
रूप में अंतर्देशीय जलमार्गों का एक व्यापक नेटवर्क है, लेकिन समय के साथ उनका व्यावहारिक रूप से उपयोग बहुत कम हो गया है। इसका एक प्रमुख कारण रेल और सड़क यातायात का अत्यधिक उपयोग भी है। देश में लगभग 14,500 किलोमीटर नौगम्य जलमार्ग हैं। भारतीय अंतर्देशीय जलमार्ग प्राधिकरण शिपिंग और नेविगेशन के लिए अंतर्देशीय जलमार्गों के विकास और विनियमन के लिए 27 अक्टूबर 1986 को अस्तित्व में आया। प्राधिकरण मुख्य रूप से पोत, पत्तन एवं नौवहन मंत्रालय भारत सरकार से प्राप्त वित्तीय अनुदान के आधार पर राष्ट्रीय जलमार्गों की बुनियादी ढांचे के विकास और रखरखाव के लिए परियोजनाएं चलाता है। वर्तमान में अंतर्देशीय जल परिवहन द्वारा प्रतिवर्ष लगभग 105 मिलियन टन कार्गो का परिवहन किया जाता है, जो कम लागत और पर्यावरण अनुकूल है। इसका संचालन वर्तमान में गंगा, हुगली, ब्रह्मपुत्र, बराक, गोवा की नदियों, केरल के बैकवाटर, मुंबई में अंतर्देशीय जल और गोदावरी कृष्णा के डेल्टा क्षेत्रों में कुछ हिस्सों तक सीमित है। यद्यपि कुल नौवहन योग्य जलमार्ग की लंबाई 14,500 किलोमीटर है, जिसमें से लगभग 5,200 किलोमीटर नदी और 4,000 किलोमीटर नहरों का ही उपयोग किया जा सकता है। संयुक्त राज्य अमेरिका, चीन और यूरोपीय संघ जैसे अन्य बड़े देशों की तुलना में भारत में जलमार्ग द्वारा माल परिवहन का उपयोग बहुत कम है। अंतर्देशीय जलमार्ग द्वारा कुल माल ढुलाई भारत में कुल यातायात का सिर्फ 2% है।
प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने जलमार्ग परिवहन की आवश्यकता को समझते हुए देश में जलमार्गों का जाल बिछाने का निश्चय किया और 111 नए जलमार्ग बनाने की घोषणा की। पिछले कुछ सालों में देश में कई जलमार्गों का विकास किया गया है, जहां माल ढुलाई और यात्री परिवहन शुरू हुआ है।
इसमें प्रमुख रूप से उल्लेखनीय है राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 1 वाराणसी से हल्दिया, राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 2 सादिया से ढुबरी, राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 16 बराक नदी पर, राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 4 आंध्र प्रदेश एवं राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 3 केरला।
इसी कड़ी में इंडो बांग्लादेश प्रोटोकॉल रूट का भी विकास किया गया है, जो बांग्लादेश के जलमार्ग के माध्यम से देश के पूर्वोत्तर के राज्यों को कोलकाता और हल्दिया बंदरगाहों से जोड़ता है।
भारत और बांग्लादेश के द्वारा इस पूरे रूट पर ड्रेजिंग किया जा रहा है, ताकि साल भर इस जलमार्ग पर जहाजों का आवागमन सुचारू रूप से हो सके। इसका 80% खर्च भारत सरकार द्वारा वहां किया जा रहा है। कई दशकों से पूर्वोत्तर भारत उपेक्षित रहा है। पिछले 8 सालों में इस क्षेत्र में भारी विकास हुआ। चीन, म्यांमार, भूटान, बांग्लादेश और नेपाल सीमा से जुड़े होने के कारण पूर्वोत्तर भारत में विकास की प्रबल संभावनाएं हैं। राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 2 ब्रह्मपुत्र नदी पर बनाया गया है, जिसकी लंबाई असम बांग्लादेश सीमा पर बसे शहर ढुबरी और असम अरुणाचल प्रदेश के मुहाने पर बसा सादिया के बीच 891 किलोमीटर है। इस पूरे क्षेत्र में रो-रो और रो पैक्स सेवा की शुरुआत की गई है। सुरक्षित नेविगेशन के लिए 4 ग्लोबल पोजीशनिंग सिस्टम DGPS स्टेशन धुबरी, जोगी घोपा, विश्वनाथ घाट और डिब्रूगढ़ और 12 फ्लोटिंग टर्मिनल हितसिंगीमारी, धुबरी, जोगी घोपा, पांडुपोर्ट, तेजपुर, सिलघाट, विश्वनाथ घाट, नेमाती, सिंगजन, बोगीबिल, डिब्रूगढ़, ओकलैंड और उरीम घाट पर बनाया गया है। पांडु को एक मल्टी मोडल टर्मिनल के रूप में विकसित किया गया है। इस टर्मिनल में कार्गो हैंडलिंग के लिए ट्रांजिट शेड और कई अन्य सुविधाएं हैं। यहाँ पर जेटी को 2 स्टार पर बनाया गया है ताकि पूरे वर्ष माल की ढुलाई आसानी से की जा सके। उत्तर पूर्वी भारत को देश के अन्य जलमार्गों द्वारा जोड़ने के लिए NW2 के व्यापक इस्तेमाल की परिकल्पना बनाई गई है। इसी क्रम में पिछली 5 फरवरी को पटना से 200 टन खाद्यान्न MV लाल बहादुर शास्त्री से सुदूर उत्तर पूर्व में पांडु भेजा गया। ये जहाज NW1 के माध्यम से फरक्का, हल्दिया होते हुए इंडो बांग्लादेश प्रोटोकॉल रूट को पार करता हुआ गुवाहाटी के पांडु मल्टी मोडल टर्मिनल पहुंचा। इस कड़ी में 16 फरवरी को फ्लोटिला राम प्रसाद बिस्मिल, DB कल्पना चावला एवं DB अब्दुल कलाम जहाजों ने टाटा स्टील की 1800 टन माल जलमार्ग द्वारा हल्दिया से पांडु पहुंचाया। भारत के उत्तर पूर्वी क्षेत्र में जहाज की मरम्मत सुविधा का अभाव है और उन्हें ड्राई डॉकिंग मरम्मत के लिए कोलकाता भेजना पड़ता है, जो बेहद खर्चीला और असुविधाजनक है। अब पांडु में ही उत्तर पूर्वी क्षेत्र का सबसे पहला ड्राई डॉक रिपेयर का निर्माण किया जा रहा है। माजुली द्वीप में आवाजाही के लिए रोरो एवं रो पैक्स की सुविधा प्रदान की गई है, जिसके कारण अब लगभग 420 किलोमीटर दूरी मात्र 12 किलोमीटर रह गई। इसी तरह राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 16 पर बसा करीमगंज को एक ट्रांसशिपमेंट हब के रूप में विकसित किया जा रहा है, ताकि पूर्वोत्तर राज्यों विशेषकर त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम, मणिपुर और मेघालय को देश के अन्य भागों से जलमार्ग द्वारा आसानी से जोड़ा जा सके। उत्तर पूर्वी भारत एक विशाल अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजार के साथ व्यापार का अवसर प्रदान करता है, जिसमें म्यांमार, चीन, मलेशिया, थाईलैंड, सिंगापुर, फिलीपींस, इंडोनेशिया, बांग्लादेश और दूसरे पूर्वी एशियाई देश शामिल हैं। इसमें व्यापार एवं वाणिज्य के परिदृश्य का कायापलट करने की असीमित क्षमता है।
Ladies and gentlemen, from this very platform, with a round of applause, let us thank the Honorable Prime Minister of India, the Honorable Union Minister and the Chief Minister of Assam for taking the waterways sector of this region to newer heights. Now, may I request the Chairman, Northeast Chapter, ICC, Mr. Mahesh Kumar Sohoria, to kindly deliver his speech.
Dr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma Dangoria, the dynamic and most popular Chief Minister of Assam, Sri Sarvanand Sonowal Dangoria, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping, Waterways and Ayush, Government of India, all the dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries and honorable members and ministers who would be joining us virtually from Delhi and Bangladesh, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of ICC, I welcome you all this morning to this historical conclave. Friends, the Waterways network of the United Kingdom played a vital role in the Industrial Revolution and is given credit to the empowerment of UK. Closer to home, Thailand's economy is based on waterways. Netherlands is another country which thrives on waterways. The Netherlands has the densest network of inland waterworks in Europe, which is characterized in many ways. Friends, I belong to, though young, but I belong to the generation which has witnessed the then excellent waterways in Assam and the poor road work. We could not travel even 100 kilometers from Dibrugarh without the necessity of crossing at least one ferry. Dibrugarh to Naharkatia, Namru, Sadhya from Dhola, Dibrugarh to Dhamaji and North Lakhimpur. As a student, when I accompanied my father to visit one of our tea gardens called Tarajan, less than 80 kilometers from here, after crossing Naharkatia by ferry, we could only travel by boat through river Buri Dihing. All inputs were transported through river, and teas also dispatched by boats to Dibrugarh, from where it was transshipped to steamer on way to London via Calcutta docks. Much later, friends, meter gauge line was utilized to cross Brahmaputra via railway bridge on way to Salimar station in Kedapur. As you have seen in the video, Government of India, under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, with Mr. Sonwal ji leading in the Ministry of Shipping and Riverways, it has been possible to break through what has been our dream for quite some time. We have really been able to ship from mainland India to northeast via Bangladesh, and it is a great achievement. Friends, river navigation is just not an economic mode of transport of goods and passengers. It is an economic transformation, impact on life all along the route settlement takes place. I thank the Honorable Minister Sonwal Dangoria for fast-tracking the waterways connection to Dibrugarh and bring back its past glory and for holding the important conclave. I thank Honorable Chief Minister, the dynamic Chief Minister of Assam, for personally being present and for supporting this event. I would like to request all of you to join me to appreciate and to honor the great efforts which has been made by Sonwalji Dangoria and Dr. Sharmaji Dangoria. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, sir. I now request the Deputy Secretary General of FICCI, Mr. Manav Majumdar, to kindly speak a few words. Kindly, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, namaskar. Sri Himanta Vishwa Sharma ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Sri Sarvananda Sonowal, Honorable Union Minister of Ports, Shipping, Waterways, and Ayush, galaxy of other ministers from India, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. Some of them would be joining virtually. Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and also online. Delegates, friends from the media. I join Sri Bandyopadhyay and Sri Shaharia in welcoming you all to this important conclave on behalf of FICCI, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. We at FICCI are most thankful to the Inland Waterways Authorities of India, IWAI, for kindly giving us the opportunity to join the conclave as industry partner. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all appreciate and recognize, waterways are a cost-effective and environment-friendly means of transport. Efficient utilization of this means will provide a boost and fillip to the industrial development, not only in the Northeast region, but India's industrial development along with and commercial relations with neighboring countries. It would create several new economic opportunities for the citizens in the region. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the significance of this conclave is obvious. FICCI, an industry body, accords the highest priority to the development of waterways. We have an active committee led by senior members from the industry and sector. I take this opportunity to reiterate FICCI's commitment to work with the central and state governments towards realizing the potential and enormous opportunities offered by the waterways ecosystem. Before I conclude, I would like to once again thank the Inland Waterways Authority of India for providing this opportunity to FICCI to participate in this event. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your kind attention. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words. I now request the Secretary, Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Shri Sanjeev Ranjan, to kindly speak a few words. Kindly, sir.
Honorable Chief Minister Assam, Shri Hemanta Biswa Sarmaji, Honorable Minister Shri Sarvanand Sonwal ji, Honorable Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji, Honorable Minister Shri G. Krishna Reddy ji, His Excellency Mr. Khalid Muhammad Chaudhary, Minister of State for Shipping, Government of Bangladesh, His Excellency Shri Loknath Sharma ji, Minister from the Royal Government of Bhutan.
Given any consideration is how close we are to the Bay of Bengal. However, to explore and leverage this proximity with the Bay of Bengal, we need to explore our inland water system through mutually benefited cooperations with our international neighbors. This is one sure-shot way to gain cost-effective access for our products and leverage our geographical endowment for economic well-being for the region and for our partners. This is one cost-effective way to secure our supply line. Friend, may I congratulate the Honorable Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways and his team for this very timely exercise. I remain confident that discussions during this conclave will have identified many action points which can be followed up for the growth of this region. This is indeed timely, given that India's northeastern region has the potential to be a key player in the development of inland water transportations. And this pertinent, given Honorable Prime Minister's objective to revitalize the Northeast as India's new growth engine. Utilizations of our rivers as a cost-effective, swift, and environmental friendly mode of transportation will play a major role in this. Friend, the region shared by India and Bangladesh have always been connected by rivers. Our shared rivers have carried people and cargo for ages. Over our shared history, the great river system of Ganga, Padma, and Meghna built the majestic center of trade and culture in the region. I am reminded of the poignant song by Bhupen Hazarika, Ganga Amar Ma, Padma Amar Ma, which involved so much emotion among people in both countries and reflect the attachment that people of both countries share for our common river. Our two countries, in fact, share 54 common rivers, probably the most among any two countries in the world. It is true that some of the old linkages were disturbed during the colonial era and especially immediately after the partitions. The first and forward to more recent past in India is that after the birth of Bangladesh in the year 1972, landmark protocol on inland waterways transit and trade soon after the historic liberation of Bangladesh was signed. And now we added another 2 more protocol routes in this area. And that's why I hope today's conclave and yesterday's discussions may highlight different points which can be taken up in the near future, and so that the region is also endowed with agricultural ecosystem. All our products can be promoted through these inland waterways, linking with the Bay of Bengal and far beyond that. And this will be a good chance for the northeastern region. With these few words, I want to quote one last sentence from the International River Network. When the river flows, biodiversity is grow. Like that, when northeastern river flows, our civilization grows and promote our trade. Jai Hind, Jai Assam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. I now request the Honorable Union Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India, Shri Rameshwar Teliji, to kindly deliver his valuable speech. Kindly, sir.
नमस्कार। वाटरवेज कॉन्क्लेव 2022 की इस मंच पर उपस्थित हमारे असम के जनप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री हिमंत बिश्व शर्मा जी, हमारे शिपिंग, पोर्ट, वाटरवेज, आयुष विभाग के मंत्री सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी, हमारे बांग्लादेश के शिपिंग मिनिस्टर खालिद महमूद चौधरी जी, भूटान रॉयल गवर्नमेंट के हमारे मंत्री लोकनाथ शर्मा जी, भारत सरकार के हमारे साथी राजकुमार रंजन सिंह जी, असम सरकार के मंत्री चंद्रमन पटवारी जी, बिमल बोरा जी, मणिपुर सरकार के मंत्री वांग लिउमाई जी, हमारे पोर्ट, शिपिंग एंड वाटरवेज के सेक्रेटरी संजीव रंजन जी, हमारे डिप्टी सेक्रेटरी जनरल फिकी के मानव मजुमदार जी, हमारे इंडियन वाटरवेज अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया के चेयरमैन संजय बंदोपाध्याय जी, हमारे फिकी के नॉर्थ ईस्ट के चेयरमैन महेश कुमार सोहरिया जी, वर्चुअली हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हमारी भारत सरकार के मंत्री नितिन गडकरी जी और रेलवे मंत्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी, हमारे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के डोनर मंत्री जी किशन रेड्डी जी, इस मंच पर उपस्थित हमारे साथी दिलीप सैकिया जी एमपी हरिंद्र सिंह बे जी, एमपी तोपन गोगोई जी, विधायक तेरस ग्वाला जी, विधायक पुनाकन बरुआ जी, भास्कर बरुआ जी और यहाँ उपस्थित सभी अतिथिगण, मीडिया के साथीगण, भाइयों और बहनों, यह हमारे लिए बहुत ही खुशी की और गर्व का विषय है कि वाटरवेज कॉन्क्लेव 2022 का आयोजन डिब्रूगढ़ में किया गया है। सदियों से नदियों का इस्तेमाल माल और जन परिवहन के लिए किया जा रहा है। आज भी नदियों के जरिए भारी सामान को ले जाना सड़क या रेल के मुकाबले सस्ता और कम प्रदूषण फैलाने वाला होता है। परंतु रेलवे के बढ़ते हुए विकास के साथ जलमार्ग से यातायात काफ़ी हद तक गिर गया है। इस परिस्थितियों को बदलने के लिए तथा जलमार्ग और बंदरगाहों के जरिए विकास को एक नई गति और शक्ति देने के लिए माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में सागरमाला कार्यक्रम शुरुआत की गई है। इसके साथ साथ 111 जलमार्ग को राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग के रूप में घोषित किया गया है। गंगा नदी पर स्थित राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 1 को घोषणा 1986 में ही कर दी गई थी, परंतु इसका उचित विकास नहीं हो पाया था। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के मार्गदर्शन के पश्चात अब इस जलमार्ग पर वाराणसी, साहेबगंज और हल्दिया 3 मल्टी मॉडल टर्मिनल का निर्माण किया जा चुका है। करीब 900 किलोमीटर लंबी राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 2 असम के सदियों को बांग्लादेश सीमा पर स्थित धुबरी से जोड़ता है। इस जलमार्ग के जरिए समस्त पूर्वोत्तर को जोड़ने और उनके संपूर्ण विकास के उद्देश्य से महाबाहु ब्रह्मपुत्र प्रोजेक्ट का शुरू किया गया है। इस प्रोजेक्ट के तहत जोगी हुक्मा में मल्टी मॉडल लॉजिस्टिक पार्क का निर्माण किया जा रहा है। पांडु गुवाहाटी में शिपिंग रिपेयर की फैक्ट्री तैयार की जा रही है। राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 2 के अलावा बराक नदी पर स्थित राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 6 को भी तेजी से विकसित किया जा रहा है। राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग एक उत्तर प्रदेश, झारखंड और पश्चिम बंगाल की करीब 1700 किलोमीटर लंबी भारत बांग्लादेश प्रोटोकॉल मार्ग से बांग्लादेश तक जोड़ता ही है। साथ ही इस राज्यों को राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 2 के जरिए उत्तर पूर्व भारत से भी जोड़ देता है। इसका जीता जागता उदाहरण हाल ही में देखा गया है। पटना के गायघाट टर्मिनल से करीब 2400 किलोमीटर की दूरी तय करते हुए और पश्चिम बंगाल और बांग्लादेश होते हुए 2000 मैट्रिक टन चावल लिया हुआ जहाज MV लाल बहादुर शास्त्री गुवाहाटी के पांडु बंदरगाह पहुंचा। जलमार्ग से यातायात पूर्व से सरल आवाजाही का विकल्प देखकर समय और ईंधन दोनों को बचत कर रहा है। असम के माजुली द्वीप और निमाती के बीच शुरू की गई रोरो सेवा के कारण इनके बीच की दूरी मात्र 13 किलोमीटर ही हो गई है, जो कि पहले तेजपुर पुल के जरिए 423 किलोमीटर थी। वर्तमान में बांग्लादेश के अलावा भारत सरकार म्यांमार के साथ भी काम कर रही है। हल्दिया कलकत्ता बंदरगाह को म्यांमार और कालादान नदी के जरिए मिजोरम और अन्य पूर्वोत्तर राज्यों से भी जोड़कर वैकल्पिक रास्ता तैयार हुआ है। पूर्वोत्तर में विकसित जलमार्ग का महत्व इसीलिए है कि क्योंकि यह चिकन नेक कहे जाने वाले सिलीगुड़ी कॉरिडोर के विकल्प के रूप में उभर सकते हैं। हमारे पेट्रोलियम और प्राकृतिक गैस मंत्रालय के नॉर्थ ईस्ट विजन 2030 के तहत प्रमुख क्षेत्रों में पड़ोसी देश बांग्लादेश, नेपाल और भूटान के साथ हाइड्रोकार्बन लिंकेज और व्यापार के अवसर तलाश करने के साथ साथ इस क्षेत्र में रोजगार बढ़ावा भी शामिल है। इस दिशा में मंत्रालय ने 1 लाख करोड़ रुपए की तेल और गैस परियोजनाओं की मंजूरी दी है और आशा है कि यह वर्ष 2025 तक पूरी हो जाएगी। जलमार्ग से यातायात इस विजन को सफलता में एक अहम भूमिका निभाएगा। असम स्थित ऑयल एंड नेचुरल गैस पीयूष ने जलमार्ग यातायात के लिए कई पहल की है। नुमलीगढ़ रिफाइनरी अपने 6 मिलियन मीट्रिक टन की क्षमता विस्तार के प्रोजेक्ट में जलमार्ग यातायात का उपयोग करेगा। दहेज, हजीरा एवं मुंबई से आने वाले भारी उपकरणों को हल्दिया बंदरगाह तक लाया जाएगा, जहां से राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 2 से होते हुए इन्हें धनसिरी तक लाया जाएगा। इसके पश्चात धनसिरी नदी पर स्थित राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग 31 से इन्हें NRL की जेटी तक लाया जाएगा। इतना ही नहीं, डिब्रूगढ़ स्थित ब्रह्मपुत्र केकर एंड पॉलीमर लिमिटेड BCPL भी ने अपने कच्चे माल के आगमन के लिए हल्दिया बंदरगाह के साथ MOU साइन कर चुका है। इसके अलावा वर्ष 2021 में विश्व के सबसे बड़ी गैस वाहक कंपनी ने जलमार्ग 1 और जलमार्ग 2 द्वारा LPG के यातायात के लिए जलमार्ग प्राधिकरण के साथ समझौता किया है। राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग का मजबूत नेटवर्क उद्योग क्षेत्रों को नई ताकत देगा और परिवहन की दौर में कटौती करके व्यापार को बढ़ावा देगा। नई नौकरियां बहाल होगी और क्रूज पर्यटन जैसे नए अवसर उपलब्ध होंगे। सड़कों और रेल का बोझा कम होगा और प्रदूषण घटेगा। किसानों और छोटे व्यापारियों का भी मदद मिलेगी, जिससे क्षेत्रीय विकास के नए अवसर उपलब्ध होगी। मैं आशा करता हूं कि हम सब मिलकर माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के जलमार्ग की शक्ति से देश के विकास को ऊंचाई देने के इस सपनों को सफल बनाने में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देंगे। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, sir. I now request the Honorable Minister of Economic Affairs, Royal Government of Bhutan, Mr. Yonpo Loknath Sharma ji, to kindly address. Kindly, sir.
Kuzuzampo. Good morning, Kabrabat, Namaskar. Your Excellency Sri Savananda Sonowal, Minister of Ports, Shipping, Waterways and Ayush, Government of India. Your Excellency Sri Hemanta Biswa Sarma, Chief Minister Assam. Rest of the Indian Minister Sri Gadkari and Aswaniji attending virtually. Minister from Bangladesh, rest of the ministers attending here, Secretary of Shipping, Chair of Indian Waterways Authority, distinguished representative from the various agencies and institutions, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to convey the greetings of His Majesty the King, the Honorable Prime Minister, and people of Bhutan. It brings me great pleasure to be here today for the Waterways Conclave 2022. I take this opportunity to extend my warmest felicitations and appreciation to the Inland Waterways Authority of India and the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry for organizing this timely conclave. I must also thank the District Administration of Dibrugarh for your unconditional support hosting this. India and Bhutan have always had close relations and trade between the two countries is an important component of the relationship. Northeast or Assam was the major trading hub of our ancestors, as we heard over the sleep stories then of Hatisar, Daranga, Gudama, and others. The trade between Bhutan and India is increasing and will, and let's work towards enhancing link between Assam and eastern part of Bhutan that has huge potential in terms of economy of scale. Leveraging waterways is the answer, as we have more good and big rivers contributing to Brahmaputra as its sibling. The economic geography of Bhutan favors trade with India, and I'm pleased to share that India constitutes to remain Bhutan's top trading partner, both in terms of export and import. As per our official statistics, trade between India and Bhutan in 2020 alone was recorded at rupees 94.89 billion. That's 82% of the volume. We have a linked and established MOU with Bangladesh on the use of inland waterways through Brahmaputra, entering at Chilmari port, and Bangladesh had been very considerate. It goes as far as Narayanganj and Mongla. We will have to operationalize this potential fully to diversify our trade. For last 3 years, I had been talking on this link, that is Pandu, Jogigopa, Dhubri, Chilmari, Narayanganj, and Mangla. It would be an achievement to sail through and see our connectivity potentials within the region. Ladies and gentlemen, history repeats, and it is repeating as we start putting importance to marine transport, which is probably the oldest form of transport known to humankind. As humankind and technology evolved over the centuries, push for speed, fastness, desires, and uncontrolled economic growth forgot that basic sustainability. Let me not go into scientific justifications, carbon footprint capacity, etc., as professionals and specialists are here to talk about that. We are looking forward for regional connectivity, cost-efficient transport, and logistics, which has made more sense during the pandemic, a call for regional connectivity over global connectivity. Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Modi's Gati Shakti National Master Plan aims to fast-track the development of multimodal projects in the Northeast region for energizing economic activities and enhance business opportunities and employment generation too. And it's welcoming to see that the conclave is focused on harnessing the domestic and international potential of waterways ecosystem in the northeastern region of India. We are, in Bhutan, are extremely excited to hear about this master plan and also about other plans, such as the one to develop a multi-million-dollar multimodal logistic park in Jogigopa. We will be beneficiaries, and this will be a game changer in this region. Bhutan is part of this region, Northeast and Bangladesh. It will definitely have huge impact. I, on behalf of my delegation, would like to once again thank Indian Waterways Authority, FICCI, and other associated organizers for this. Let me finally say that Jol Yatayat Jukega Nai, Jukega Nai, and Jol Yatayat is here to stay. ये कभी नहीं छोड़ेगा हम लोगों को, जल से विधा नहीं पाएंगे हम लोग, इसीलिए हम लोग सब कोशिश करके जल यातायात को मजबूर बनाने होंगे. Thank you and wishing you all happy, happy, happy Rangoli Bihu. Dhanyabad. Dhanyabad. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such valuable words from you. Well, now we proceed for the exchange of 6 MOUs and agreements. So I request all the delegates to kindly come forward as we are running short of time. The first one is between the Inland Waterways Authority of India and Guwahati University for research and development, consultancy, investment, etc. in inland waterways. I request Sri Ashutosh Gautam, Member Technical and Member Traffic and Logistics, and from Guwahati University, Professor Pratap Jyoti Hondikoi, the Vice Chancellor of Guwahati University, and Professor Shikhar Kumar Sharma, the Director of Center for Brahmaputra Studies, Guwahati University, to kindly come forward and exchange the MOU. For the next MOU, I invite Sri SVK Reddy, Chief Engineer Technical, and Sri Amit Agarwal, Director Rajesh Auto. This agreement is between Inland Waterways Authority of India and Messrs. Rajesh Auto Merchandise Private Limited for operation and maintenance of temporary terminal at my West Bengal. For the next MOU, I invite Sri Ravi Kant, Chief Engineer and PM GM VP, and Sri Jalaluddin Sheikh, Authorized Signatory, agreement between Inland Waterways Authority of India and Messrs. Zimex International for operation and maintenance of temporary terminal at Mai, West Bengal. For the next MOU, I invite Shri A. Selva Kumar, Director AWAI, Guwahati, and Shri Pranjal Sangmai, General Manager, Operation. The MOU is between Inland Waterways Authority of India and Brahmaputra Cracker and Polymer Limited for transportation of their cargo using inland water transport. For the next MOU, I request Shri A.K. Bansal, Director Traffic and Logistics, and Shri Ranjan Sinha, Chief of Shipping and Logistics Operation, to kindly come forward. This is the MOU between Inland Waterways Authority of India and Tata Steel Jamshedpur for transportation of their steel cargo using inland water transport. For the next MOU, I invite Shri Subrata Chaudhary, Additional Secretary to the Government of Tripura, Transport Department, and Shri K.K. Dhawan, Vice President, MOU between Government of Tripura and Indian Register of Shipping for cooperation of survey of vessels and training of personnel. And now, may I humbly request the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and also the Honorable Union Minister to kindly unveil the plaque. I also request all our dignitaries on the dais to kindly join in. Ladies and gentlemen, with a thunderous round of applause, a plaque for the cargo terminal at Sonamura, Tripura, and the plaque for the floating jetty at Bogibeel and Guijan, Assam. So here, to the left of the stage, we have the plaque for the cargo terminal at Sonamura and floating jetty at Bogibeel and Guijan. I now request our dignitaries to kindly flag off the scheduled cargo service from NW2 and NW1. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we continue with a round of applause as our dignitaries are flagging off the scheduled cargo service from NW2 and NW1. Here on screen, we can see the cargo services. Thank you, everyone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely elated to be joined virtually by the Honorable State Minister of Shipping, Government of Bangladesh, Mr. Khalid Mohammed Chaudhary. So may I now humbly request you, sir, to kindly deliver your speech virtually in this occasion.
Thank you very much. I firstly thanks organizers invite me this Waterway Conclave.
Can we turn the volume a little up, please?
His Excellency Sri Hemant Sharma, Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Assam, His Excellency in Waterways, Honorable Minister of Roads, Transport, Highway, Government of India, His Excellency Sri Sarvananda Sanwal, Honorable Minister of Port, Shipping, Waterway and Ayush, Government of India, His Excellency Sri Ashwini Vishnu, Honorable Minister Communication, Electronic Information Technology and Railway, Government of India, His Excellency Kishan Reddy, Honorable Minister Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India, His Excellency Mr. Leon Paul Loknath Sharma, Honorable Minister of Economic Affairs, Royal Government of Bhutan, His Excellency Sri Ramesh Chali, Honorable Minister of State from Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India, His Excellency Raj Kumar Ranjan, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, His Excellency Sri Arang Naman, Honorable Minister of Water Resource, Relief and Disaster Management, Government of Manipur, Chairman of the Inland Waterway Authority of India, Mr. Sanjay Bandyopadhyay, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Very good afternoon to you all. First of all, I like to congratulate His Excellency Mr. Sarbananda Sonowal, the Honorable Minister of Port, Shipping, and Ayush, Government of India for arranging an event which focuses on waterway ecosystem. We are aware that huge dependence on agriculture and natural resource for living of the people of this region make it very exposed to the advertising of climate change. Southeast Asia is the home of about 1.5 billion of the world population, seriously threat from the sea level rising and increasing incidents of extreme events such as flood, cyclone, storm, and irregularity of monsoon are gradually posing more threat to the people of this region. We on the part of the Ministry of Shipping are also facing the same consequences in maintaining of navigability of our river route. Water transport is the most economical and environmentally friendly mode of transportation. Historically, Bangladesh is a riverine country. River marks the physiography of the nation as well as play a huge role in the life and livelihood of its people. More than 600 million people in Bangladesh and India live along the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna rivers. Millions more live near their navigable tributaries. Moving goods via water is cheaper and more environment friendly than any other means in general and by track on congested highway in particular. Reviving the sprawling network of inland waterway, integrating them with coastal shipping is a priority to expand trade. A fully functioning network will allow a shipping to pick up freight in Assam and sail south on the Brahmaputra River into Bangladesh. There are around 700 rivers in Bangladesh, out of which 54 are boundary between Bangladesh and India. The total length of the waterway of Bangladesh about 13,000 kilometers. Of this, 8,433 kilometers is navigable by larger vessels in the rainy season, while in the dry season, about 4,800 kilometers is navigable. This waterway can be utilized for transportation and distribution of goods between Bangladesh, India, as well as between land-linked Nepal and Bhutan, and semi-land-linked territory of Northeast India. the Protocol of Inland Water Transit and Trade, which has been the instrument under direct supervision of the father of nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, is significantly contributing to the bilateral trade between Bangladesh and India, particularly for the transportation of goods from other part of India to the northeastern state. The agreement on use of Chittagong and Mongla port for movement of goods to and from India is also another milestone of friendly gesture between both the country. The Minister of Shipping of both Bangladesh and India are actively engaged in enhancing trade and commerce as well as people-to-people connectivity. I believe that the exciting ties between the Minister of Shipping of both countries will go strength to strength for mutual benefit both the nation. Bangladesh has been boosted by the favorable geographical location to serve as a connectivity link between the 7 northeastern states of India as well as with the land link Bhutan, Nepal. We are striving to develop useful connectivity with our neighbors. To that effect, a number of mega projects are being developed. On completion of this project, we expect to enter into a new horizon of socio-economic development of the country. Learned audience, I understand that the object of Waterway Conclave to 2022 is explore opportunity, find solutions for exciting challenges, share best practice, and identify a way to collaborate among maritime sector of South Asian nation in order for enhancing logistical efficiency and policy support measure as well as to accelerate synergies among various organizations. I firmly believe that a unified approach in this regard for designing mechanism array and means many effectively help us facing the challenge of the ecosystem. As such, more regional understanding, collaboration, and cooperation are required between the South Asian countries. I hope that the Waterway Conclave 2022 will be bringing considerable positive outcome. So the deliberation of the conclave indications to minimize of negative effects of the ecosystem of this region will also emerge. I express my sincere thanks and gratitude for the organizers for inviting me to be a part of this significant event. At the same time, I apologize to the dam not being able to be present physically as I need to observe some health restriction. I hope the Waterway Conclave 2022 a grand success. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu, long live Bangladesh-India friendship. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for joining us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely honored to be joined virtually by the Honorable Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Government of India, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji. So now, may I humbly request you, sir, to kindly deliver your valuable address. Kindly, sir.
Namaskar. Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Himant Biswa Sharma ji, my cabinet colleague, Honorable Minister Sarbanand Sonowal ji, my cabinet colleague, Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnav ji, my colleague Sri Kishan Reddy ji, Honorable Minister Lainopo Loknath Sharma from Bhutan, Honorable Minister of State for Shipping of Government of Bangladesh, Honorable Mr. Khalid Mohammad Chowdhury ji, Sri Sripad Naik ji, Sri Shantanu Thakur ji, Dr. Rajkumar Rajan Singh ji, Sri Rameshwar Teli ji, Sri Amanglo Nivani ji, all distinguished dignitaries, officials, colleagues, and invitees from the industries, and all my dear friends. First of all, it is a great pleasure and pride for me because today's conference is very much important as far as the development of Northeast is concerned. Our Prime Minister vision is to make Indian economy of $5 trillion. And for that reason, we need to develop Northeast part of the country. We have a special focus on Northeast and development of Northeast region and to improve GDP contribution in the country's contribution from Northeast. Region is geographically diverse, having natural beauty, rich biodiversity, and unique cultural heritage. Ample tribal forest resources, huge tourism potential, and despite of many challenges, the region has immense potential for development. The appropriate policies with an emphasis on sustainable connectivity and industrialization is the need of the hour. I always telling to the people that the 4 important things are very important. One is water, power, transport, and communication. Without that, we cannot get industry. And without industry, we cannot create employment potential. And without employment potential, we cannot increase per capita income and GDP. And that is exactly the most important thing related with the Northeast. The first of all, the Prime Minister Modi ji's leadership has given tremendous opportunity to the Northeast region. And he has specially given highest priority for the development regarding road infrastructure, regarding railway infrastructure, regarding airports, and at the same time waterways. I remember when I was shipping minister, I was specially concentrated on my efforts on development of Brahmaputra. And now today it is really a good picture where we have a lot of connectivity between India and Bangladesh through Brahmaputra. The logistic efficiency is very important. In the China, the logistic cost is 8 to 10%. In the European countries, it is 10 to 12%. In the USA, it is 12%. Unfortunately, in India, it is 16 to 18%. Without reducing the logistic cost, it is very difficult for us to develop more trade, business, industry in the country. Now, the problem is that by going by road, if the cost is 10 rupees, going by railway is cost is 6 rupees, going by waterways, the cost is only 1 rupees. And the most important thing is the waterways are very important as far as the logistic cost is concerned. The logistic efficiency through waterways is the ultimate mission for all of us. The current logistic cost is very high, and that is exactly where we need to reduce it up to 8 to 10%. The export will grow and our products will become globally competitive. We have a lot of trade business between Bangladesh and India. Bangladesh has got tremendous potential for export of the ready-made garments, but the problem is logistic. Their ports are also, they are facing crucial problem. By developing these natural rivers on a waterways, here they can transport, they can export their goods by way of waterways. Exactly, it is the golden opportunity for Bangladesh. Presently in the freight share, The 60% of share is the road, 35% is of railway, 6% is the waterway, and less than 1% is from the air. The freight economy, the waterway is 0.75 per ton per kilometer, rupees 0.75 per ton per kilometer. Railway is 1.5 rupees per ton per kilometer, and road is 2.5 rupees per ton per kilometer. The passenger economy is also the going by road, it costs 10 rupees, and where going by waterways is only 1 rupees. I request Honorable Minister Sarvanand Sonowal that the fuel is very important. Today, the petrol price and diesel price are increased. The Assam Petroleum is manufacturing 100 ton of methanol per day. And now they are increasing their capacity to making 500 ton of methanol per day. And methanol is, as compared with diesel, methanol rate is only 22 rupees per liter. And we can even develop marine engine. And presently diesel engine convert into methanol engine. The technology is available. Government has already approved lot of decision regarding methanol. Now the 15% methanol can add into the diesel, and that is going to reduce the cost. So my request is, already the one of the Swedish company, they have got the technology by which they are changing their engine by special technology by kit and converted into methanol. And methanol is a fuel available in Brahmaputra, available in Assam. It can reduce the logistic cost by 50%. So my request to Honorable Minister Sonowalji to please concentrate on this subject. This is very important. The inland waterway transport is very important. I got opportunity as a shipping minister to start first waterway between Varanasi to Haldia of 1,350 kilometers, having the 4 multimodal hubs. One is at Varanasi, Gazipur, Haldia, and Sahibganj. And the 40 river ports are there. And through Varanasi, it can connect to central India also by road. So there is a huge opportunity that we can start a lot of transport from this waterways. Inland waterways role is very important because it is fuel efficient, cost effective, and environment friendly mode of transport. Share of inland waterway transport in Europe, China, Vietnam, and Bangladesh is more than 8 to 10%, while of India it is only 2%. Rich presence of rivers in northeastern state must be utilized for develop water-based transport infrastructure, and it is the great strength of the waterways. I request Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Sharma of Assam, that you should take the initiative, as far as the Assam is one of the bigger state in the northeast, where you can start a lot of development in the Assam. When I was minister, we developed Pondi Jetty in Guwahati. We have developed a lot of ports, start the Ro-Ro services. I feel that here you can start the passenger transport in Brahmaputra. And by creating Ro-Ro and Ro-Pax, it can be also a golden opportunity. It can even reduce the time and the cost for the people by and large. Already at that time, we plan 9 places where we start Ro-Ro and Ro-Pax. And that is to be very beneficial for the people. I feel that this can be really a good thing. From Varanasi to Haldia, with 3-meter draft is available. It can be a great potential for Assam and Northeast to take the advantage of this. The dredging has been carried out from Haldia to the Bay of Bengal, and in Bangladesh over 250 kilometers up to Mongla port. I remember when Sushma Swaraj was foreign minister. At the time, Prime Minister of Bangladesh requested to Sushmaji that if we can make the dredging up to Mongla port 250 kilometers in Bangladesh. As a shipping minister, when the request come to me, we have taken decision, and with the help of World Bank, we have completed the dredging between the up to Mongla port in Bangladesh for 250 kilometers. When I was shipping minister, we have started Sagarmala Pariyojana with 576 projects costing rupees 12 lakh crores. And in 2019, work started on 119 project costing 2.5 lakh crore. In 2019, the project were awarded worth rupees 1 lakh crore. DPRs were made for 152 projects costing rupees 1.5 lakh crore. And 69 projects of cost of 14,000 crore have been completed till 2019. I am confident my honorable colleague Sarvanand Sonowal has given highest priority for developing the project of Sagarmala, and particularly in the Northeast region. It will be definitely going to be a game changer for the people of Northeast. The developmental works at ports is equally important. The development of smart industrial city in 1,425-acre land at Kandla Port at cost 12,000 crore is already approved. Development of special economic zone in 277-acre land at JNPT at an investment of 12,000 crore is already proceed. Development of smart industrial port city in 277-acre land in Paradip Port at the cost of 5,000 crore is going on. The infrastructure development at Innor Port with an investment of 5,000 crore and development of maritime cluster in 25-acre land in Sri Perumbar Dry Port at Chennai at the cost of rupees 500 crore is also going on. The infrastructure development work in 1,000-acre land of Tuticorin Port, development of 26 infrastructure project costing rupees 4,000 crore is also very important. The project is going on. And I am confident that Honorable Mr. Sonwalji under his able leadership, 100% we will get good success in this mission. When I was shipping minister, I had taken many important policy decisions to bring transparency and efficiency improvement in port operation. And I always happy that my honorable colleague Sonwal is also on the same line, and 100% it will give good result. The Indian ports profit increased from 1,026 crore to 3,405 crore. Here it is to be a most important thing for the country. The capacity was increased from 8,500 lakh ton to 14,772 lakh ton. This is also a very remarkable achievement. The Inland Waterways Authority of India that work in the state of Assam is very important. They have started 2 pair of Ro-Ro ferry services, development to Ro-Ro come IWT terminal at Dhubri, development of ship repairing facility at Pandu, initiated development of National Waterways 2 project with the final assistance from World Bank. And these are very important for Assam and Northeast. And our Sarvanand Sonwal is already giving priority for development of this project. The number of national water was increased from 5 to 111. We have already passed the bill in the parliament when I was minister. And work has been started on 8 national waterways. The National Waterways 2, NW2 through Brahmaputra River, is the most important waterway in the northeast region of India. And this waterways is going to change the socio-economic scenario of Northeast. And at the same time, it is equally important for Bangladesh. The terminals develops at Varanasi, Sahibganj, Haldia, and Gazipur. In 2016, the movement of 30 cargo vessels happened from Varanasi to Kolkata through national waterways and 1 on pilot basis. In 2018, 16 containers transshipped from Kolkata to Varanasi. 11 consignments were transported from Odisha through Indo-Bangladesh Protocol route by Power Grid Corporation of Limited. And 2018, the flash was transported through Indo-Bangladesh Protocol route covering a distance of 2,085 kilometers from Kahalgaon, Bihar to Dhibri in Assam. These are the very important events and which are the most important thing and success story of inland waterways. The trade initiatives with Bangladesh is very important. I remember in 2018, the MOU has signed between India and Bangladesh for use of cargo movement around the year between Chitgaon and Mongla Port. 80% cost of development of fairways from Sirajganj to Dahikowa and Ashuganj to Jhakiganj on Indo-Bangladesh Protocol IBP route was shared in India. And this is really a most important event. I really appreciate Honorable Minister of Shipping from Bangladesh is present. And it is really a win-win situation for both the countries to start the trade and business through waterways. It can be a great game changer. As far as the multimodal logistic parks, it is because of Honorable Mr. Sonwal when he was Chief Minister and I was Shipping Minister. He requested me about the multimodal hub in Jogigopa. We have 35 multimodal logistic parks at a cost of 50,000 crore already sanctioned. And our plan from NHI is to make the logistic park of 2 lakh crores. And one of the important things, it can handle the cargo volume of 700 million metric tons every year. I have already laid the foundation of India's first multimodal logistic park along the river Brahmaputra at Jogigopa in the presence of Sonwalji, I remember, in Assam. And this MMLP will operation by end of this year. This is a great thing. This is a multimodal hub. The railway is there, waterways is there, national highway is there, and the air connectivity is there. And this will be really a game changer. This will include an inland waterways terminal to gain benefits for trade from strength of waterways. MALP at Silchar in Assam and Udaipur in Tripura are also being planned to develop in the region. These MALPs will be the game changer for the entire Northeast region, including Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, and other countries in Southeast Asia. This will help us to make our exports more competitive. These MALPs will be equipped with the facilities like water warehousing, container yards, cold storage, packaging, and assembling area. I will request Honorable Hemant Biswalji that this is the time that you can start water transport in Assam. You can start amphibious seaplane. Already all rules and regulations are finalized. And the cost of the seaplane, amphibious seaplane, is only 18 crore. It can start the traffic between all Northeast will be connected by the amphibious seaplane. It can be a great opportunity for the people of Assam. I will request Honorable Minister that with the public-private investment, it can be possible. These logistic parks particularly will also trigger to development of manufacturing clusters in adjacent rural and tier 2 urban areas, where I expect from State of Assam that you should take the initiative and you can develop industrial parks by which it can create more employment potential in the all development part of the Assam and Northeast. The agriculture, food and seafood produce, cold storage facilities will preserve quality. Faster port connectivity will reduce logistic cost. It will give a big boost to agri exports. The pineapple is of good quality of pineapple is available in Northeast. You can export it to the whole world. MALP shall enable India to serve as a regional transshipment hub within the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. This should give an advantage of transship exim cargo and containers between the eastern and western coastline of India. I feel that here is the huge potential for Northeast because of Brahmaputra and connectivity to Bangladesh. The road infrastructure in Northeast is moving very fast. Already we have taken a lot of program, and from last 7 years we are working in road infrastructure in Assam, and you are all experienced about it that it is to be very, very beneficial for the people of Northeast. I only promise you that after within 5 years, you will have a good road infrastructure of USA standard. We are developing 4-ways, we are developing new green express highways, we are developing 2-lane paved shoulder roads, and we are developing roadside amenities. And I feel that it is going to be a game changer. The 111 lakh crore under the National Infrastructure Pipeline, the road sector will account of 18% of this capital expenditure over the period of 2025. And where we are giving highest priority for Northeast. Under the phase 1 of Bharatwala, we were constructing national highway of the length of 34,800 kilometers with a total capital cost of 10,35,000 crores and development of 22 greenfield express highways. I really happy that we are also giving highest priority for Northeast for that. Because as per the Northeast is concerned, we are giving special priority for development of road infrastructure in the Northeast area. We have already developed about 14,000 kilometers of national highway in the Northeastern area. NHIDCL is our special organization from the ministry, which is giving highest concentration and priority for development of road infrastructure and border connectivity in Nepal, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. 1,876 kilometers of highway will be developed under Bharatmala in Northeast. Pariyojana phase 1 of total cost of 40,000 crore in the northeastern state, out of which about 1,430 kilometers has been awarded. Under PM Gati Shakti plan, all state capital in northeastern region are being connected with either 4-lane highway or 2 alternate alignment of 2-lane by 24-25. Connectivity of Tripura to Bangladesh through a bridge over river Feni and West Bengal to Nepal through the 6-lane Mechi bridge have significantly improved the cross-border trade. And it really a good beneficial for both the countries. As a part of India's Act East policy, the development of 1,360 kilometer long Indo-Myanmar Thailand IMT trilateral highway project will provide seamless road connectivity and trade between India and Southeast Asia. I got an opportunity to visit Moreh, And I suggest Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur that you should give us land at Moreh, which is just 500 meters from Myanmar border, where we can develop the goods multimodal logistic park there. The construction of Imphal-Moreh Road will facilitate trade between Myanmar and India. Upgradation of the highway from Aziwal to Tuping in Mizoram will provide a link to Kaladan multimodal transport project, and that will connect Sitwe port in Myanmar with the northeast region. The promoting alternative fuel is very important. I will request Honorable Chief Minister and Sonwalji that with taking the advantage of Assam Petroleum, you can convert your truck transport, your bus transport, even your car transport, and even your water transport on methanol. And methanol is already there available by Assam Petroleum. So this can be a great opportunity. The ethanol, methanol, bio-LNG, LNG, electric, and green hydrogen. Already I have my car from Toyota. We are running on green hydrogen. So the new technology are very important, where the huge potential for development of all this alternative fuel in Assam is the one of the important thing for all of us. Again, I will request you that I am also in charge for ropeway, cable car, and funicular railway. We have currently 15 ropeway project under various development stages in northeastern region. Arunachal Pradesh 4, Manipur 4, Tripura 4, Sikkim 1, Mizoram 1, and Nagaland 1. I request all the Chief Minister and concerning minister, if you have any public transport system on electricity, light rail transport, or ropeway, cable car, funicular railway, because of tourism also it is very important, kindly send me the proposal. I will try to sanction that. I feel that it is really a good opportunity to the people of Assam and Northeast to invest in the infrastructure. I also know that the Honorable Chief Minister of all North in the state, they want to develop their states to create more employment potential and growth for Northeast, but not only for Northeast, for the country. This important event, which is giving the highest priority for development of waterways in Northeast, is really a game changer. I am giving my special thanks to Honorable Minister Sarvanand Sonowal that under his able leadership, 100%, the projects related with the Northeast, they will get the highest priority for development, and it will change the socio-economic scenario of Northeast and Assam. I am giving my all best wishes to all of you, and I will promise you that under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, my ministry will support you, and we will, whatever the suggestion from your side, we will try to implement all your suggestions for development of Northeast and Assam. Once again, giving my thanks to all of you. Namaskar. Dhanyavad.
We extend our deepest gratitude to you, sir, for your inspiring words and also for joining us virtually in this occasion in spite of your busy schedule. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a recorded virtual message by the Honorable Minister of Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India, Shri G. Kishan Reddy. So can we kindly play that?
मित्रों, नमस्कार। आज इस महत्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित मिनिस्टर ऑफ रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड हाईवेज रेस्पेक्टेड श्री नितिन गडकरी जी, मिनिस्टर ऑफ पोर्ट्स, शिपिंग एंड वाटरवेज एंड आयुष श्री सर्वानंद सोनोवाल जी, Minister of Communication, Electronics, IT and Railways, Sri Ashwini Vaishnav ji, Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Assam, Sri Hemant Biswa Sharma ji. I also welcome Honorable guests from neighboring nations, Sri Lainpur Lokanath Sharma, Minister of Economical Affairs, Royal Government of Bhutan, and Mr. Khalid Mahmood Chowdhury, State Minister of Shipping, Government of Bangladesh. My other colleagues from all the Union Council of Ministers, Sri Rameshwar Teli ji, Sri Rajkumar Ranjan ji, और other state ministers of northeastern states and respected guests, मीडिया को मित्रों एवं उपस्थिति देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सबको मेरा नमस्कार। वाटर कॉन्क्लेव 2022 को एड्रेस करना मेरे लिए स्वयं का सम्मान का बात है। मैं इस महत्वपूर्ण कॉन्क्लेव में, इस महत्वपूर्ण के कॉन्क्लेव का आयोजन के लिए माननीय सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं। ये कॉन्क्लेव वाटरवे से संबंधित कई इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेक होल्डर्स का एक साथ जोड़ती है। मुझे विश्वास है कि इस 2 दिवसीय आयोजन के द्वारा नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन में वाटरवे कनेक्टिविटी की हमारी क्षमता का सही उपयोग करने वाली कई विचार सामने आएंगी। मित्रों, भारत में प्राचीन काल नहीं सदियां सभ्यता का केंद्र रही हैं और प्राचीन काल से ही हम भारतीयों का नदियों से विशेष जुड़ाव रहा है। फिर चाहे वो इमोशनल और स्पिरिचुअल डेवलपमेंट का बात हो, सोशल इकोनॉमिकल ग्रोथ का बात हो या फिर रीजनल इंटीग्रेशन का बात हो, नदियों और अन्य वाटरवेज ने भारतीय समाज का डेवलपमेंट में एक मुख्य भूमिका अदा किया है। आज जब नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स प्रगति पर तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं तो वाटरवेज एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा सकते हैं। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने कल्पना की है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट क्षेत्र भारत का ग्रोथ इंजन के रूप में उभरेगा और इस मिशन की दिशा में काम करते हुए माननीय मोदी जी ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट क्षेत्र की कनेक्टिविटी पर विशेष ध्यान दिया है। रोड और रेल एयर कनेक्टिविटी के साथ साथ वाटरवे कनेक्टिविटी भी विकसित किया जा रहा है। इसके अलावा पीएम गति शक्ति के इनिशिएटिव के द्वारा वाटरवे सहित नॉर्थ ईस्ट को एक कनेक्टिविटी हब में कन्वर्ट करने का प्रयास किया जाएगा। मित्रों, भारत सरकार के द्वारा नॉर्थ ईस्ट में घोषित 20 नेशनल वाटरवेज इस क्षेत्र में अफोर्डेबल और मोर सस्टेनेबल ट्रांसपोर्ट कनेक्टिविटी के लिए माइलस्टोन साबित होंगे। मैं बांग्लादेश में मौजूदा नदियों के साथ नेशनल वाटरवेज 1 को नेशनल वाटरवेज 2 से जोड़ने के लिए किए गए प्रयासों को भी सराहना करता हूं। दोस्तों, भारत के एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी में भी वाटरवेज का कनेक्टिविटी का महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका है। कई इनिशिएटिव भारत के एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी में एक नई अध्याय जोड़ रहा है, जैसे म्यांमार में कालादान मल्टी मॉडल ट्रांसपोर्ट प्रोजेक्ट्स एक्सेट्रा। इंडिया बांग्लादेश प्रोटोकॉल रूट के माध्यम से कार्गो की स्विफ्ट मूवमेंट भी एक बहुत ही एंकरेजिंग डेवलपमेंट है। इसके अलावा बांग्लादेश, नेपाल, भूटान और म्यांमार के साथ साथ रीजनल कनेक्टिविटी के लिए ईस्टर्न वाटरवेज कनेक्टिविटी ट्रांसपोर्ट ग्रिड और रीजनल ट्रेड और कोऑपरेटिव और मजबूत करेगा तथा लाखों लोगों के लिए विकास के अवसर खुलेगा। वाटरवेज डेवलपमेंट से केवल साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज के बीच व्यापार गतिविधि को बढ़ावा मिलेगा, बल्कि इससे और भी खुलेंगे। दोस्तों, हम सब जानते हैं कि भारत के नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स नेचुरल रिसोर्सेस के एक भंडार है। वाटरवेज में प्रगति इनका पूर्व उपयोग करने में क्रिटिकल रोल निभाएंगे। यहाँ इस क्षेत्र में अधिक निवेश लाएगा तथा एम्प्लॉयमेंट के अवसर का फायदा करेगा। इसके अलावा वाटरवेज डेवलपमेंट नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न टूरिज्म के लिए गेम चेंजर साबित होगा। रिवर क्रूजिंग टूरिज्म में नॉर्थ ईस्ट में एक अपकमिंग एरिया है। ट्रेडिशनल वाटरवेज को भी रिवाइव करना, हेरिटेज टूरिज्म को बढ़ावा देना और नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स को एक विकास गाथा में यह रोमांचक समय है। हमने उनके विकास के लिए इस तरह से मल्टी फैसिलिटेटेड और कॉन्स्टेंट एफर्ट्स पहले कभी नहीं देखे। वाटरवेज के सहित अपने इनहेरेंट पोटेंशियल और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को बढ़ावा देने के लिए मुझे पूरा विश्वास है अष्टलक्ष्मी स्टेट्स जल्दी ही आत्मनिर्भर भारत के फ्रंट रनर्स के रूप में देश के सामने उभरेंगे। मैं प्रसिद्ध वैज्ञानिक अल्बर्ट ग्योर्गी के एक बहुत रोचक कोट के साथ अपनी बात समाप्त करना चाहता हूं। वाटर इज लाइफ्स मैटर एंड मैट्रिक्स मदर एंड मीडियम देर इज नो लाइफ विदाउट वाटर। ये सही समय है जब हम नॉर्थ ईस्ट नदियों की क्षमता का पूरा तरह से लाभ उठाए और पूर्वोत्तर की प्रगति के चरित्र में एक नई अध्याय शुरू करेंगे। मैं इस बात के साथ सभी मंत्रियों को, मिनिस्टरों को, सभी लोगों को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं। जय हिंद, भारत माता की जय।
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking message. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined virtually by the Honorable Minister of Communications, Electronics and Information Technology and Railways, Government of India, Shri Ashwini Vaishnavji. So may I request you, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Shri Himant Biswa Sarma ji, Honorable Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush in the Government of India, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister of Economic Affairs in the Royal Government of Bhutan, Mr. Leonpo Loknath Sharma ji, Shri Rameshwar Teli ji, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, Shri Chandramohan Patwari ji, Shri Awangbao Neumai ji, Shri Bimal Bora ji, and Honorable State Minister of Shipping from the Government of Bangladesh, Shri Khalid Mahmood Chaudhary ji, virtually जुड़े सभी महानुभाव and all the distinguished persons, MPs, MLAs attending this program physically and virtually. I congratulate all of you for this excellent conclave, very relevant in today's times, absolutely right timing for Northeast and very, very useful for the socio-economic development of Northeast. I'll take about 5-6 minutes to make 2-3 important points. Already all of us are running very late in the conclave now. Friends, in India, the cost of logistics is about 14%, whereas we should be targeting anywhere between 8 to 10%. Every percentage point that is shaved off from the logistics cost saves about 2,32,000 crore in the economy. That means that much amount directly goes into the pockets of the common people, and that much saving, that much reduction of pressure on inflation, pressure on prices, everything happens. So we must all try and make sure that our logistics ecosystem grows and there is a convergence between railway, highway, waterways, airlines, everything, and that is the vision that Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has given, the vision of Gati Shakti National Infrastructure Pipeline. If we look at what is the experience of other countries, if you look at Europe, in Europe, because it has a very long coastline and a lot many rivers, it has created a very interesting combination of road and waterways and railways, where road is just about 30%, waterways is about 30%, and 40% is about railways. So that is the kind of mix that Europe has achieved. In case of US, the coastline is very long, but the land mass is very scattered and very distributed. So US has gone primarily for railways, and almost 60%, 55 to 60% of their transportation happens through railways. Same is the case of China. In the case of India, and especially in the region in which we are right now having this conclave, we should be thinking of a much higher share of waterways, almost close to 30% should be with waterways, 30% should be with roadways, and about 60% should be with railways. Then only the country will be able to, and then only the region will be able to achieve lower cost of logistics in the economy. We all know these are very good data sets that 1 liter of fuel, if we use 1 liter of fuel on a road, then it can take 1 ton up to 24 kilometers. The same 1 liter will carry 1 ton up to 215 kilometers. So it is a huge advantage for waterways, and therefore we should try and have more and more mix of waterways in our logistics mix. In India, we have close to 14,500 kilometers of navigable waterways. So we must try and achieve as higher a share of waterways as possible. This is a great conference in which many new ideas will come. I look forward to hearing from Honorable Shri Sonowalji about the ideas. And I'll just like to highlight 2-3 important points about railways in Northeast. We are investing close to 7,000 to 8,000 crore, which is about $1 billion, in constructing new railway lines in northeastern states. And I'm very happy to announce that this year we have increased the allocation for Northeast to almost 10,000 crore, which is 1.5 billion US dollars for the railway connectivity. And I sincerely thank all the Honorable Chief Ministers, all the Honorable MPs for your great support in developing the railways. The local issues which have emerged from time to time have been very timely settled. There is very good continuous monitoring from the Honorable Chief Minister's offices, and that is helping us link each and every state capital with railways. And I'm very happy that recently, under the guidance of Honorable Prime Minister, we have announced a railway link all the way to Moreh, and the survey has already started. So that will help us create connectivity between the Southeast Asian countries and India and Bangladesh region and Bhutan, so that the trade links between Southeast Asia and our region can be developed further. So the survey is almost in its final stages. As and when the survey comes, we'll take up the work for sanctioning the project and take up the construction. I'm very happy that within a very short period of time, when Honorable Sonowalji first discussed the project about Bogibeel Jetty, and today it has taken shape and the first consignment has been flagged off today. It's a great achievement of the vision of Gati Shakti, the vision of whole of the government, the vision of serving the people of Northeast, the vision of reducing the cost of logistics. I request the Honorable Chief Ministers, especially Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, to identify more locations where we can develop more and more cargo terminals, railway sidings, jetties like this, and other logistics parks. We are willing to invest as much as is needed for developing such logistics facility. And in the last, I will request Honorable Minister from Bangladesh that today we are having a very good trade relationship between Bangladesh and India, and almost a large number of rakes are going, almost 12 rakes are going every day between the two countries, and that is really helping the trade between the two countries. Now we should identify more and more entry points, more and more interchange points, more and more computer connectivity between the logistics, so that if somebody wants to export something from Bangladesh to India or from India to Bangladesh, then the computer systems can get integrated, and instead of having a physical changeover at the boundary, we can have a seamless transportation between the two countries. I have discussed this recently in a meeting with Honorable Ambassador of Bangladesh to India, and I requested the Indian Ambassador to Bangladesh to work on these ideas, so that together we can grow, together we can prosper, together we can create more wealth for our people and help improve the socio-economic conditions of our people in the two countries. I thank everybody for very patient hearing. A very small announcement in the end that the Bagdogra airport is closed from 11th April to 25th April for some major development work. I have received representations and information from many chief ministers in Northeast, and you will be happy to know that 5 special trains have been started for catering to this small period, short period, in which the airport connectivity will not be available. This is the spirit with which Honorable Prime Minister always tells us that we should think of all departments as whole of the government, one vision, one Gati Shakti, instead of thinking different departments. So when the airport is right now closed for development work, that is the time when railways should come up and provide better connectivity. So this is the spirit with which we will continue to work. I request Honorable Chief Ministers and Honorable Ministers to come up with any ideas for developing more cargo facilities. We will always be there, available from railways, from telecommunications, from IT ministry. Every support that is needed will be there. I thank you very much for inviting me to this conference and wish you all great luck and very good ideas may come from this conference. Would look forward to hearing those ideas and implementing those ideas. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for joining us on this occasion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I now take the honor of inviting our dynamic leader, who with his bold initiatives and concrete steps is marching towards making our state, Assam, the top 5 states of our country. With a warm applause, please join me as we welcome the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, for his special address.
Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister for Ports, Shipping, Waterways and Ayush, Government of India. Sri Lingpo Loknath Sharma ji, Honorable Minister for Economics Affairs, Royal Government of Bhutan. Sri Rameshwar Teli ji, Honorable Union Minister for State, Petroleum and Natural Gas. Sri Chandramohan Patwari ji, Aongboy Niumai ji, MP, Honorable MPs from Assam, ladies and gentlemen, and officers and dignitaries from Ministry of Shipping and Government of India in general. Thank you very much. In fact, it's a very interesting conclave. But for me, I have to join Union Minister for Civil Aviation, Sri Jyotiraditya Scindia, at 3 p.m. in Lakhimpur. So I have taken liberty from Sonowal ji to actually speak out of turn. I think I have the permission from all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to be present at Waterways Conclave 2022, being organized by Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways at historic Dibrugarh town, which was a major river port of our region prior to India's independence. I believe that a Waterways Conclave at this historic town is very significant step forward, boosting regional connectivity, leading to faster economic growth. I thank Honorable Union Minister Sri Sarbananda Sonowal Dangoria for this commendable initiative. At the same time, I'd also like to thank Minister from Bhutan, Honorable Union Minister R.K. Ranjan Rameshwar Teliji, for sparing their valuable time to visit Assam, and also to Honorable Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, Sri Vaishnav ji, and Sri Kishan Reddy ji for joining us through virtual link and enlighten us with their vision for waterways connectivity in our region. As we all know, just like many other parts of the world, civilization in our country also flourishes around rivers. And those rivers remain an enduring symbol of our national culture. In the Rig Veda, there is a famous Nadi Stuti Sukta, in which the seers regarded the rivers as life, bestowing life, nurturing and life-protecting divine mothers. In verse 5 of the Sukta of Rishi, enumerates 10 rivers beginning with Ganga. Thus he says, O Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Sutudri, Parushni, follow my praise. O Asikni, Meruda Viridha, Vitasta, Vidya, Arijikia, and Sushuma, listen. The major rivers of our country, such as Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, and the Brahmaputra, that cover the length and breadth of India, connect people with different lifestyle, language, and culture. These rivers have not just played a crucial role in furthering our social life, they have been the fountainhead of our economic growth since ancient times. As we all know, our maritime history begins during the 3rd millennium BC, when inhabitants of Indus Valley initiated maritime trading contact with Mesopotamia. As per Vedic records, Indian merchants traded with the Far East and Arabia during the Maurya period. There was a naval department to supervise the ships and the trade. The Indian commercial connection with Southeast Asia proved vital to the merchants of Arabia and Persia during the 7th and 8th century. In case of Assam, from the dawn of the civilization, the Brahmaputra has been providing livelihood and sustenance to our people of our region through agriculture on its alluvial soil. It also has served as a means of transport and communication of merchandise and people from and to Assam. Long before the advent of railway system into Assam, the Brahmaputra maintained a link with other parts of the country through the network of its waterways, and hundreds of boatmen were employed in its service. It is the lifeline of Assam. In the book, The Brahmaputra Basin Water Resources, describing the Brahmaputra, is it written, the Brahmaputra river is a precious gift of nature to India and especially to its northeast region. The meaning of this gift becomes evident immediately when one considers the vastness of water resources which the Brahmaputra river basin possesses. Nearly 30% of India's water resource potential and 41% of country's total hydropower potential are found in this basin. In terms of the average discharge, the Brahmaputra river is the 5th largest river in the world, traversing a distance of about 2,900 kilometers from Tibet at an elevation of 5,150 meters to the Bay of Bengal, and draining an area of nearly 1.6 million square kilometers shared by Tibet, India, and Bangladesh. In the 19th century, the British, having discovered tea in Upper Assam, decided to develop it as a commercial crop with extensive plantation in the valley. Ships were used to carry laborers who were first transported from Chotanagpur area and areas of Jharkhand to various parts of Assam to clear the forest and settle the land for tea. Heavy machinery for manufacturing tea also went up to the seafloor. The smaller local boats were found inadequate to carry loads as well as travelers, and in 1863, the British began regular steamer service between Calcutta and Assam. During this period and until independence, the steamers carried food grains, salt, tea, forest products, coal and rocks, as well as limited amounts of petroleum products between Calcutta and Assam. The main ports were Dhubri, Pandu, Tezpur, Nimatighat, Dibrugarh and Sodia. The Brahmaputra was in those days a deeper river capable of carrying large transport vessels. The river was navigable from Calcutta to Sodia. However, the earthquake of 1950 led to changes in the river's hydrography as well as its silt load capacity. The once easily navigable river become shallower, especially in the dry months of winter, and reduce the journey of large ships. In their place, smaller load draft local boats, country boats, and government ferries began to ply. The river service during that period was well organized, and it was one of the world's most flourishing internal trade routes. Above all, the movement from Assam through the Brahmaputra was maintained up to Allahabad in North India via Calcutta and Patna through Ganges. It was the bulk carrier of Assam tea and jute to Calcutta, the country's valuable foreign exchange earners. Assam continued to be well connected with Calcutta by the riverine road through the former East Pakistan. The role of this riverine road was pivotal in the economic life of Assam and its hinterland and was in operation for more than 100 years. However, after independence, Calcutta-based companies had to face trouble as they were plying through East Pakistan, now Bangladesh waters. On a number of occasions, they faced severe stress and strain in their operation. The steamer services from and to Calcutta were finally closed during the Indo-Pakistan conflict in September 1965, and thus come to an end of the centuries-old checkered history of the interstate trade and commerce. In 1872, Sir Henry Cotton remarked that India's greatest need was for water transport, for the railways could not carry quantities expected of them. He observed steamboat canals would not have cost more than 1/8 that of railways, would carry any quantities at nominal prices and at any speed, would require no support from the treasury and be combined with the irrigation. It is an irony that what Sir Henry Cotton could realize in 19th century could not be realized in post-1965 for reviving the Brahmaputra waterways. Furthermore, due to lack of dedicated efforts, the potential for regional rivers also remain untapped, which has affected the growth of Assam and other northeastern states. But today, under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, and due to his vision for transformation through transportation, the long neglected waterway sector of Assam finds a new impetus. Only recently, thanks to the effort of our Union Minister Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, cargo vessel carrying the first consignment of 200 metric tons of food grains from Patna and another vessel with consignment of 1800 steel products from Haldia sailing through the Indo-Bangladesh protocol roads covering a distance of 2,350 kilometers over river Ganga and Brahmaputra arrive at Pandu port. This was historic and the beginning of a new journey in the economic growth of the entire northeastern region. I would like to offer my deep and sincere thanks to Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji for this path-breaking initiative from the core of our heart. The beginning of movement of cargoes through waterways would significantly reduce dependence on cargo transportation through roadways. Regular movement of cargoes through waterways would create job opportunities and open an international market for local products. Due to cost effectiveness, transportation of cargo through waterways would bring a paradigm shift to the lives of the people of our region and take the youth and local entrepreneurs closer to international market. The logistic cost, which has been mentioned by Honorable Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, would come down significantly. It is indeed remarkable that recognizing the significance of rivers for connectivity and prosperity of the northeastern region, the Government of India declared 20 rivers as national waterway in the northeast, and 15 of these 20 national waterways are in the state of Assam. Under the guidance of our Honorable Prime Minister and under the leadership of Sri Sonowal, those waterways now are being developed by the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways through Inland Water Airport Authority of India for domestic and EXIM trade that will provide a boost to growth of trade and commerce in the region. For increasing and easing trade in the region, Government of India has also initiated the construction of multi-model logistic park at Jogighupa on River Brahmaputra with a cost of around rupees 700 crore. This project was also initiated when Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji was Chief Minister of Assam. Another multi-model logistic park is proposed and at Silchar, for which land has already been identified. I feel immensely happy to inform you that supplementing the central government's initiative, our government is also making unwavering efforts to harness the extensive navigable waterways of the state. We have taken initiative in the inland water transportation sector in large scale for infrastructure and institutional development to revitalize the trade routes to boost the economy. With financial assistance from World Bank, our government is implementing rupees 770 crores Assam Inland Water Transport Project, under which development of multiple jetties, procurement of vessels and safety equipment and installation of navigation aids is being undertaken to provide safe and convenient ferry service for passengers. To integrate high quality and safe passenger ferry services into state-wider transport network system, the state government has also launched 4 catamaran vessels on the Brahmaputra. We are committed to the vision of PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan, which is aiming at giving a new direction to infrastructure implementation and monitoring to reduce India's logistic cost and improve trade competitiveness. Our local traders and production houses should come forth to take full benefit from this development to trade their goods through waterways. This will reduce their cost of transportation, which will make their goods competitive in the market. The tourism industry in the state can also take benefit from the development of waterways by introducing new business ideas for tourism like floating hotels and restaurants, luxury cruises, leisure and amusement facilities, and water sports. This development will make the state an attractive destination for investment and industrial and tourism activities, which will help in development of employment opportunities and socio-economic status of people of Assam. I am confident that under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi and under the guidance of the Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sri Sarbananda Sonowal Dangoria, as well as from support and cooperation of both central and state government, the waterway sector in Assam will receive greater focus and momentum in days to come. I am sure the Waterways Conclave being held in Dibrugarh today will result in developing a roadmap for further develop the waterways for the northeastern state and our neighboring countries for collective growth of trade and livelihood in the region. Moi Asombashi raijor hoi amar honmaniyo mantri Sarbananda Sonowal Dangoriyak ধন্যবাদ আৰু কৃতজ্ঞতা জনাইছো। প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী ডাঙৰীয়াৰ নেতৃত্বত যি ধৰণে নেশ্যনেল হাইৱে, ৰেলৱে আৰু ইণ্টাৰনেট সেৱাৰ বিকাশৰ বাবে কাম নিৰন্তৰভাৱে চলি আছিল, সেই কামক আৰু এটা নতুন গতি প্ৰদান কৰি সৰ্বানন্দ সোণোৱাল ডাঙৰীয়াই নদী পথেৰে অসমক বিশ্বৰ লগত সংযোগ কৰাৰ বাবে এক মহান কৰ্মযজ্ঞত ব্ৰতী হৈছে অসমবাসী ৰাইজৰ হৈ মই সোণোৱাল ডাঙৰীয়াক ধন্যবাদ আৰু কৃতজ্ঞতা জনাইছোঁ আৰু তেখেতৰ নিৰন্তৰ প্ৰচেষ্টাই অসমক নদী পথৰে বাণিজ্য কৰাত সহজ সৰল ৰাস্তা দেখুৱাব প্ৰদূষণৰ পৰা বহু নিলগৰ এটা নতুন পথৰ আমি সন্ধান পাম এটা ইকনমিক ট্ৰান্সপৰ্টেশ্যন ব্যৱস্থাৰ আমি সন্ধান পাম মই অত্যন্ত আনন্দ সহকাৰে জনাব খুজিছোঁ যে যিটো সময়ত ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰত পানী নাথাকে যিটো সময়ত ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰত ড্ৰেফ নাথাকে সেই সময়ত সোণোৱাল ডাঙৰীয়াই টেকনলজিৰ ব্যৱহাৰেৰে ইতিমধ্যে গুৱাহাটীলৈ ষ্টীল আৰু চিমেণ্টৰ সৰবৰাহ জাহাজেৰে আৰম্ভ কৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছে আৰু এই সময়ছোৱাত আমি যদি ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰৰ ওপৰেৰে জাহাজ পৰিবহণ কৰিব পাৰোঁ তেতিয়াহ'লে পানী থকা সময়ত ই কোনো সমস্যা নহয় মই ভাবোঁ যে নিৰন্তৰভাৱে টেকনলজিৰ প্ৰয়োগ আৰু ইনোভেশ্যনৰ মাধ্যমেৰে 12 মাহে ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰৰ ওপৰত যাতে জাহাজ চলাচল হ'ব পাৰে তাৰ ব্যৱস্থা কৰিবলৈ কেন্দ্ৰীয় চৰকাৰ আৰু সোণোৱাল ডাঙৰীয়াই লোৱা প্ৰচেষ্টা এই কনক্লেভৰ পৰা আৰু অধিক ত্বৰান্বিত হ'ব মই পুনৰবাৰ আপোনালোক সকলোকে ধন্যবাদ জনাই অসমবাসী ৰাইজৰ হৈ আমাৰ অতিথিসকলক আদৰণি জনাই মই মোৰ বক্তব্যৰ সামৰণি মাৰিছোঁ ধন্যবাদ জয় হিন্দ বন্দে মাতৰম
আমি অসমৰ মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী মহোদয় তেখেতৰ বহুমূলীয়া ভাষণ প্ৰদান কৰাৰ বাবে আমি ধন্যবাদ আৰু কৃতজ্ঞতা জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ We thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam for gracing this occasion with his presence. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from the very first day of taking charge of the sector of port shipping and waterways, the Honorable Union Minister, sir, has given it a tremendous fillip and has taken it to newer heights with his bold initiatives, his powerful leadership and path-breaking initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we welcome the Honorable Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, Srijut Sarbananda Sonowal, for his special address. With a thunderous round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Union Minister, Srijut Sarbananda Sonowal.
নমস্কাৰ আজিৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানত অংশগ্ৰহণ কৰা সকলোৰে প্ৰতি পোনপ্ৰথমে মই আন্তৰিক স্বাগতম জনাইছোঁ আৰু আগন্তুক অসমীয়া ৰঙালী বিহুৰ অসমীয়া নতুন বৰ্ষৰ বাবে উলগ যাচিছোঁ Respected Chief Guest and Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, respected virtually connected with this program, Union Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, respected Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy ji, respected Union Minister Ashwini Vaishapni, respected Honorable Minister of Economic Affairs, Royal Government of Bhutan, Mr. Linpul Loknath Sharmaji, respected Honorable State Minister of Shipping, Government of Bangladesh, Khalid Mohammad Chaudhary ji, respected Union Minister Rameshwar Teli ji, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, respected Minister of Transport, Government of Assam, Chandramohan Patwari ji, Minister Bimal Boraji, Honorable Minister of Water Resources, Government of Manipur, Aswango Nyamai ji, respected Member of Parliament Dilip Saikia ji, Tapan Kumar Gogoi ji, Haren Singh Bey ji, Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Mr. Sanjeev Ranjan ji, respected Chairman, Inland Waterways Authority of India, Sanjay Bandyopadhyay ji, respected Vice Chairman, Inland Waterways Authority of India, Jain Singh ji, respected DSG Phiki, Manap Majumdar ji, respected Chairman, Northeast Chapter, ICC, Mahesh Kumar Saharia ji, respected MLAs, Punakan Barua ji, Teros Gwala ji, Tarango Gogoi ji, Bhaskar Barua ji, and also ladies and gentlemen and my media friends. Today, this occasion reminds us many more historic moments of British India. And once upon a time, this particular city, Dibrugarh, was known as the tea city of the country because of its ability of producing first tea in the globe. That is, the history carries the glory and pride of Assam and India. And also, this is the city, Dibrugarh, where from first cargo vessel started moving in 1844 from Dibrugarh river port to Calcutta, Chittagong. I do not want to elaborate more. There are many more historical evidence of the greatness of Dibrugarh, importance of Dibrugarh in the global scenario. But today you have all come to attend this 2 days regional waterways conclave. Why this conclave is being organized here? What is the objective? लक्ष्य क्या है? उद्देश्य क्या है? उद्देश्य और लक्ष्य एक ही है कि हम अपने जलमार्ग के विकास के जरिए हम अपने नदी में बसे हुए शक्ति को हम विशेष रूप से मान्यता दे, सही उपयोग करें और अपने पड़ोसी देश का साथ व्यापार का हम रिश्ता बनाएं, दोस्ती बनाएं और हमारे कल्चरल इंटीग्रेशन, business integration, trade and commerce, and also promoting our friendship, long-lasting friendship with our neighboring nation, like BBIN, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal. We have a family. And also we have family, ASEAN, right from Myanmar, Thailand, Brunei, Laos, Cambodia, Singapore, Vietnam, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia. So these are the next door neighbor. And from Dibrugarh, if you start making an assessment, then you will discover within the radius of 2,000 kilometers, all the big cities are located. And in this region, you know what is the strength of population? 800 million population. यानी कि 80 करोड़ का एक बहुत बड़ा समाज है इसी इलाका में, और सारे देश के अगर आबादी को जुड़ा जाए 135 करोड़, तो हम अपने जलमार्ग के जरिए through waterways, if we could connect rest part of the country and also our neighboring nation, then it will be a greatest opportunities for our young entrepreneurs, producers, exporters, importers, all the business houses to explore this situation for the benefit of their own and as well as for the country. So under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways is working day and night to connect the inland waterways with the coastal waterways, so that trade and commerce, by reducing the logistic costs, can be made available to all parts of the country and our neighboring nation. Now we have the presence of our Honorable Minister of Economic Affairs from the Royal Government of Bhutan, Mr. Sharma. Yesterday we had a very meaningful discussion. Now Bhutan is also interested to send their cargo through Brahmaputra waterways to the different parts of the globe. So now Brahmaputra, whatever potentiality we have, that is to be explored properly by applying our best possible technology, so that all the neighboring nations along with India can have the better access, and also for our mutual growth. Today we have also the presence of the Honorable State Minister of Shipping from Bangladesh, Mr. Chaudhary. I welcome Mr. Chaudhary to this particular occasion, and I am sure whatever assistance they have extended in the recent past, I am really thankful to the people of Bangladesh and also the Honorable Minister for his very, very positive initiative to make our vessel smooth movement to reach from Patna to Pandu in the recent past. So this is how the integrated effort of both the nation, our neighboring nation, along with others, line department and also the Department of Infrastructures, can definitely provide the best possible facilities for our exporter and also importers. And I am sure this particular 2 days conclave will give a new horizon to our thought process. Particularly हमने नदी को पहले ठीक से देखा ही नहीं था. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जब से उन्होंने ये विजन डेवलप किया, इंडिया मैरीटाइम विजन 2030, विजन का लक्ष्य यही है कि हम अपने नदी में बसे हुए शक्ति, संपदा और संभावना को उजागर करें, अध्ययन करें, विज्ञान और प्रयुक्ति के द्वारा हम सही उपयोग करें, ताकि आधुनिक काल में अपने देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लिए जो भी हमारी तरफ से शक्ति और जो भी इनिशिएटिव कदम उठाना जरूरी है, वो कदम हमें निश्चित रूप से उठाने होंगे. आज प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन से, उनके दिए हुए आशीर्वाद से, सहयोग से और उनके दिखाए हुए सपने से आज हम सब लगे हुए हैं. और आप सबको ये बात सुन के खुशी होंगे, 2014 में हमारे इनलैंड वाटर्स में कार्गो मूवमेंट के सिलसिले में अगर मैं आंकड़ा बताऊं, it was only 16 million ton per annum. Now it's went up to 105 million ton. That is the achievement, that is the growth. It is because happening only because of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. हर पल जिन्होंने हमारे मंत्रालय की और अलग अलग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मंत्रालय की उन्होंने विशेष रूप से चर्चा की, और सबको पीएम गति शक्ति की नीति के आधारित एक साथ मिलके देश की अर्थव्यवस्था को मजबूत बनाने में जिस हिसाब से, जिस दिशा से काम करने के लिए उन्होंने मार्गदर्शन दी है, उसी हिसाब से आज देश की सारे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मंत्रालय जुड़ गए हैं. चाहे रेलवे है, चाहे रोडवेज है, चाहे एयरवेज हो, चाहे वाटरवेज हो, सारे कम्युनिकेशन हो, सब मंत्रालय एक साथ माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में आज हम लोग जुड़ गए हैं. और हमारी एक ही लक्ष्य है, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में अपने देश को दुनिया का सर्वश्रेष्ठ राष्ट्र के हिसाब से खड़ा करना, और उसी लक्ष्य को हासिल करने के लिए हर हमारे समाज में बसे हुए व्यक्ति को आगे बढ़ने के लिए आधुनिक व्यवस्था दिया जाए, आधुनिक व्यवस्था निर्माण किया जाए और उसी हिसाब से मॉडर्न फैसिलिटी डेवलप करने में हम लगे हुए हैं। हमारे आज इस बैठक में अलग अलग स्टेक होल्डर, बिजनेस हाउसेस, चैम्बर्स और अपने एक्सपोर्टर जुड़े हुए हैं। मैं सबको स्वागत करता हूं। अपने पोर्ट की सफल हमारे अध्यक्ष भी यहां शामिल है। सब लोगों का पास अनुभव है। सबका यही कहना है कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट में अपना पास जितना भी नदी है, ये वाटरवेज को हम सही दिशा में हम उपयोग करें। इसके लिए जो भी रोड मैप हमें बनानी है, जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी इस पर शामिल करना है, जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी का इनकॉर्पोरेशन आवश्यक है, सारी चीजों को जोड़ना होगा। तो ये 2 दिन का जो कार्यक्रम है, मुझे लगता है कि विशेष रूप से आज माननीय असम प्रदेश के लोकप्रिय जो मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर हिमंत बिश्व शर्मा जी ने भी बता के गए, हमने लीन पीरियड में भी ये साबित किया है कि ब्रह्मपुत्र और गंगा में अपने कार्गो वेसल चल सकता है। लोगों का कहना था कि ड्राफ्ट क्राइसिस के वजह से, नदी का गहराई कम होने के वजह से यहां कोई कार्गो वेसल नहीं चल सकते, लेकिन इसको हमने कहा नहीं, ये चल सकता है। अगर आपका पास विल है, अगर आपका पास जुनून है, अगर आपका लक्ष्य है, आपका पास हिम्मत है, तो आप कर सकते हैं। और आज ये सारी व्यवस्था को आगे बढ़ाने में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हमें जो शक्ति दी है, जो उन्होंने अनुप्रेरणा दी है, इसकी वजह से आज ब्रह्मपुत्र हो या गंगा हो, देश के अलग अलग नेशनल वाटरवेज जाग उठा है। तो मुझे लगता है कि अगले दिनों में हम ऐसे ही वाटरवेज कॉन्क्लेव के जरिए नदी को पहचानिए, नदी को अध्ययन कीजिए और सही टेक्नोलॉजी के द्वारा नदी को आप नेविगेशनल ऑपरेशनल बनाने के लिए आप सही रूप में खड़ा कीजिए। बस यही लक्ष्य को हमें हासिल करने के लिए अपने खुद को मेहनत करना होगा। मैं आज इस कॉन्क्लेव में वर्चुअली जुड़े हुए हमारे देश की वरिष्ठ नेता माननीय गडकरी जी को विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। उन्होंने भी अपने कार्यकाल में पोर्ट शिपिंग वाटरवेज के मंत्री होने के नाते बहुत काम किया है और उन्होंने भी बहुत सा कार्यक्रम माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के निर्देश के मुताबिक उन्होंने हाथ में ली थी। उसी कार्यक्रम को हम साकार करने में लगे हुए हैं, चाहे सागरमाला हो और हमारे मनसुख भाई मांडिया जी भी जब मंत्री रहे, उन्होंने भी मैरीटाइम विजन 2030 के सिलसिले में जो कदम उठाए और जो जलमार्ग विकास प्रोजेक्ट गंगा में 1 और 2 8 गंगा के सिलसिले में जो भी कदम उठाया गया है, इसी को साकार करने में हम भी लगे हुए हैं। हमारा लक्ष्य यही है कि देश के अंदर वी हैव more than 111 national waterways, and out of these more than 25 have been found to be feasible for the movement of cargo vessel as well as passenger vessel. So those waterways are being developed day by day so that people of the country from different parts of the country can well access to these facilities and also inspire the young generation to motivate themselves, to charge up themselves, to go for the betterment of waterways facilities for their future growth. And I believe अश्विनी वैष्णव जी हमारे माननीय रेल मंत्री ने मुझे विशेष रूप से हमारे अश्विनी वैष्णव जी को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। मैं एक दिन बगीबिल ब्रिज गए थे तो वहाँ जाके हमारे यही इच्छा थी कि यहाँ हम एक जेटी निर्माण करें। तो उनको मैंने जब फोन किया तो कहा रेलवे और हमारे वाटरवेज दोनों को मिलकर इस विषय पर आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। उन्होंने तुरंत मान लिया है। इतना पॉजिटिव वाइब्रेशन जिन व्यक्तियों ने दे सकता है वो हमारे रेलवे मंत्री जी है। मैं विशेष रूप से आप उन्होंने जैसे काम शुरू किया है इसके लिए मैं विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। और जी किशन रेड्डी जी हमारे सारे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के मंत्री है, साथ में कल्चर और टूरिज्म भी उनकी विभाग है। बहुत पॉजिटिव वाइब्रेशन में उन्होंने हमें विशेष रूप से उत्साह और उन्होंने हमें ताकत दी है। मैं भी आज इस सभा में उन्होंने जिस हिसाब से भाग लिया, मैं उनको भी धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। और हमारे बांग्लादेश के मंत्री चौधरी जी और हमारे भूटान के मंत्री शर्मा जी, आप दोनों को मैं विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। बिकॉज ऑफ योर पार्टिसिपेशन इन दिस टुडेज कॉन्क्लेव, you have added more strength and more encouragement to the sector of waterways, and also by joining hand, you have re-strengthened and reaffirmed your commitment for working togetherness for the benefit of mutual growth, mutual achievement. And I believe with this spirit of united effort, in the near future, we'll have to work together. And people of Dibrugarh, I'm really thankful to you. People of Assam, you have always been kind enough to extend your support to our ministry. Wherever we are organizing event, you have always been supporting us. And the people of Northeast, as you all know, this is the area which our Honorable Prime Minister all the time wants by heart for his speedy growth. इसके वजह से he has been since 2014 untiring effort and initiative and special focus for the speedy growth of Northeast. Whatever structural changes and transformation the people of the country have witnessed so far in the last 7 years of his regime, it is unique. It's very inspiring. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट को देश निर्माण के सिलसिले में, आधुनिक भारत निर्माण के सिलसिले में नई इंजन का भूमिका निभाने के लिए जिम्मेदारी सौंपा है। इतना बड़ा रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नॉर्थ ईस्टर्नर के कंधों पर सौंपा गया है। इसका मतलब साफ है, ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर wants from his heart, core of his heart, the growth of Northeast, considering the available resources, potentialities, possibilities, and prosperities of Northeast, whether it is natural resources, water resources, forest resources, human resources, cultural resources, resources of geography and landscape, and also resources of values and spirituality. I believe, considering all these resources available, Honorable Prime Minister has determined himself that by focusing Northeast to establish as a very, very important north center of business and commerce and other growth of India in the southern parts of the world. I believe this is the vision. Just to articulate his vision into action, he has developed the Act East policy by converting act into action. Whatever roadmap he has developed, and already by engaging all the ministers to implement their respective scheme from their respective department within a time frame, that is the level of commitment he has demonstrated so far. So I believe this is the power of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. This is a commitment, honesty, dedication, devotion for the people of the country. And I believe in this particular today's session, whatever we have got the inspiration, energy, and wisdom, it is because of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So that is why, from my core of my heart, and also from the people of Dibrugarh and Assam and the Northeast, I want to pay my deep respect and gratitude to our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And with these few words, I must extend my thankfulness to all our officers who have been working day and night to make this event a grand success. Right from Secretary, Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways, Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan ji, and also the Chairman, Mr. Bandhu Padhai ji, Deputy Chairman Singh ji, और सभी हमारे अधिकारीगण और फीकी CIA, जिन्होंने भी इस विषय पर विशेष रूप से अपने इनिशिएटिव रखा है, इसको होस्ट करने के सिलसिले में मैं उन लोगों को भी धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। और बिजनेसमैन को एक बात विशेष रूप से ध्यान देना होगा, क्योंकि आपके लिए हम व्यवस्था खड़ा करेंगे। अगर फैसिलिटी डेवलप करना है, हम आधुनिक फैसिलिटी डेवलप करेंगे, मोस्ट मॉडर्न फैसिलिटी डेवलप करेंगे। वर्ल्ड क्लास फैसिलिटी डेवलप करेंगे, लेकिन उनकी उपयोग कौन करेगा? We are the facility provider, but who will be the user? You'll have to create the user through PPP mode. इसलिए हम चाहते हैं कि आप भी निश्चित रूप से खुले मन लेकर आ जाइए, हम साथ काम करेंगे। PPP, तीनों पी का मतलब को हम सही समझे और उसको साकार करें। विनीत कुमार जी, सही है ना? ये विनीत कुमार जी को मैंने इसलिए बोल रहा हूं, कुछ दिन पहले हल्दिया से हमारे गुवाहाटी तक टाटा स्टील एक 90 मीटर लंबे वेसल में उन्होंने 1800 मेट्रिक टन टाटा स्टील भेजने का काम किया है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और हमारे और भी मित्र है जो बहुत काबिल अध्यक्ष है, हमारे विशाखापट्टनम के पोर्ट के चेयरमैन है और हमारे पारादीप के है, ऑल ईस्टर्न कोस्ट लाइन में है, बसे हुए हैं बंगाल पे। अगले दिनों में हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे जो भी अलग अलग मंत्रालय की जो भी सामान हम विदेश में लाते हैं और देश के अलग अलग प्रांतों के लिए भेजते हैं, इन तीनों पोर्ट नॉर्थ ईस्ट और हमारे बांग्लादेश और भूटान और नेपाल के लिए विशेष रूप से प्रतिबद्ध है। तो मुझे लगता है कि इस कार्गो को सही मूवमेंट कराने के लिए हमारे प्राइवेट जो प्लेयर है, देश निर्माण के सिलसिले में आपका बहुत योगदान है। मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आज देश अपने स्वाभिमान को सही सुरक्षित देने के लिए आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाने का जो यात्रा शुरू किया है, इस पर आप सब खुले दिल से जुड़ जाइए। मुझे मानना है मोदी जी ने आज दुनिया में हिंदुस्तान का नाम जैसे रोशन किया है। आज आप देखिए, विश्व संस्था हो, ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म में आज हिंदुस्तान नेतृत्व देने लग गए हैं और मोदी जी का जो लोकप्रियता है, जो क्रेडिबिलिटी है ग्लोबली, जो इन्फ्लुएंस है, इसको आज दुनिया ने मान लिया है, स्वीकार किया है। इसलिए ऐसे महान नेताओं के नेतृत्व में आज हमें देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने का जो मौका मिला है, इस मौका को हम सही रूप दें, मर्यादापूर्वक, श्रद्धापूर्वक, निष्ठापूर्वक। मुझे लगता है कि इन दिस पर्टिकुलर जर्नी डेफिनेटली आवर नेक्स्ट डोर नेबर, आवर लॉन्ग स्टैंडिंग फ्रेंड्स, फ्रेंडली नेशन भूटान, बांग्लादेश, नेपाल, वी विल ऑल बी वर्किंग टुगेदर। आज जो कॉन्क्लेव है, इस कॉन्क्लेव में आप लोगों ने जैसे साथ दिया है, रियली आई एम ग्रेटफुल टू यू। मेरा कोई भाषा नहीं है, इतना ही कह सकता हूं कि हमारे भारत सरकार की तरफ से भूटान सरकार को और बांग्लादेश सरकार को विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देता हूं। आपकी जनताओं को भी मैं विशेष रूप से प्रणाम देता हूं। और हम ऐसे ही एक साथ मिलकर अपने BBIN का जो परिवार है, भूटान, बांग्लादेश, इंडिया, नेपाल, हम एक साथ मिलकर काम करेंगे। अपने जलमार्ग के विकास के लिए हम अपने जो भी है शक्ति उसको सही उपयोग करेंगे और मोदी जी का जो मंत्र है, जो यूनिवर्सल उनकी प्रिंसिपल है, सबका साथ, सबकी विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबकी प्रयास, ऐसे ही हम अपने देश को आगे बढ़ाने का काम करेंगे। उसी शब्दों का साथ I want to sum up my speech. I am really thankful to the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, and also all the ministers from the government of Assam, and also all the Honorable Member of Parliament, all the Honorable Member of Assam Legislative Assembly, and also the Honorable Member of Parliament from neighboring nation Bhutan and this thing Bangladesh, and also respected minister from Northern state. I am really thankful to all of you. Because of your participation, we got really surged up, and in the near future, as per our commitment, we'll work with sincerity and commitment with these few words. संजीव जी, बंदोपाध्याय जी, कुछ रह गया क्या? किसी को धन्यवाद देने के लिए रह गया क्या? हाँ, ये प्रमुख बात है। हमारे जिले की DCSP शुरुआत से लगे हुए हैं। मौसम बहुत खराब थी, इसके बावजूद हमारे डीसी विश्वजीत पेगू जी और हमारे एसपी मिश्रा जी और असम सरकार की जो भी इंडस्ट्री, ट्रांसपोर्ट, सारे विभाग की सारे अधिकारियों को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं। और हमारे ये जो 40 नंबर्स ऑफ पेविलियन, फिकी, आईसीसी, सब लोगों ने भाग लिया है और उनकी जो भी सिंसियरिटी उन्होंने यहाँ प्रदर्शन की है, तो इसके लिए मैं विशेष रूप से आप सबको धन्यवाद देता हूं। और हमारे मीडिया फ्रेंड, आप लोग शुरुआत से हमें उत्साहित करते आए हैं और हम चाहेंगे कि हमारी जो भी संदेश देश और विदेश में लोगों तक पहुंचे और नई पीढ़ी इस विषय पर जागृत हो जाए। नई पीढ़ी, आई एम स्पेशली appealing to all the young generation, student friends, please come forward and try to understand the available resources we have in the water sector, in the river system, and in our sea. So that is why I believe we have the presence of the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Maritime University of India, Madam, where is Madam? So she has come all the way from Chennai to inspire our young generation. Please try to become seafarer so that you can capture the maritime threat and you can take the leadership in this sector for India. And with these few words, I again extend my thankfulness to all the participants, all the volunteers, सभी जनों को मैं विशेष रूप से हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करते हुए मैं अपने भाषण को विराम देता हूं। जय हिंद।
Ladies and gentlemen, with a warm round of applause, let us express our deepest gratitude to the Honorable Union Minister for his inspiring and motivating words and for always working together in unison with everybody for taking this sector to newer heights. Homu Ohombahi hoyu ami punorbar Zurdar Hatsapure tekhetole dhonobad aru kritogita gyapon korisu hodai tekhete amar Ohom khonok totha uttor pubok ek bishesh gurutto prodan kori ahise. Dhonobad. Now, may I humbly request the Vice Chairman of Inland Waterways Authority of India, Sri Jayant Singh, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
Distinguished guests on the dais, guests who joined us virtually, ladies and gentlemen, actually Minister has thanked everyone so personally and so profusely that I don't have anything more to add to that. But certainly, sir, now that you have thanked, I feel really heartfelt, and with the depth of my heart, I want to thank you, our team leader, our mentor and our guide, Mr. Sarvanand Sonowal, the Honorable Minister for Port Shipping and Waterways, for not only being a mentor, but also imparting this whole conclave and the ministry at large with so much energy. So your energy and enthusiasm is so infectious. I just hope we are able to sustain the kind of drive and the passion that you hope to instill in us. Thank you so very much, sir. And warm thanks to all the participant delegates, everyone who have worked day and night to make this conclave a success. And picture abhi baki hai, doston, we'll reconvene after lunch for a couple of more technical sessions. We'll take a break now. We'll break for lunch and reassemble for the technical session at 1500 hours. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, of course, we'll assemble again for the next session at 3 o'clock. So I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. আমি সকলোকে ৰঙালী বিহুৰ শুভেচ্ছা জ্ঞাপন কৰিলোঁ। ধন্যবাদ। Jai Ahom, Jai Hind.